For 5 amazing Ramadans, Penny Appeal USA has been on a mission to fight poverty wherever we find it. But that's enough about us. Let's talk about you. Because of your support, we've been able to help more families than we'd ever imagined. Just last Ramadan, you harnessed the power of the sun to bring clean water to remote villages for the first time. You supported hundreds of women-led families in their search for economic independence. In places like India, Bangladesh, Bosnia, here at home, you provided tens of thousands of meals to families in need. Here at home, you helped your neighbors survive a devastating pandemic. Around the globe, you gave children hope and a chance to dream of a brighter future. For 5 amazing Ramadans, one thing made the difference. You. You are the difference.
Hey everybody, Assalamu alaikum, ahlan wa sahlan to everyone out there. You are tuning in to Penny Appeal USA's Cooking to Feed Our World, a amazing part of the programming for the PA USA telethon. And who is that? I saw a hand. Oh, it's comedian and law professor extraordinaire, Amir Zahar. How are you, my friend?
What's up, Yasmin? How are you?
I'm so excited to meet you in person. I've only seen you on stage where you crack us up. This is really cool. You're gonna crack some eggs today? We're not doing eggs, are we?
Not eggs, but I am going to make a beautiful dish inspired by Ramadan and Palestine.
Amazing. Okay, 2 of my favorites, Ramadan and Palestine. This is really cool. This is all about our Feed Our World program. We want to make sure that people know that Penny Appeal USA is out here feeding people left and right throughout Asia, the Middle East and Africa, specifically Lebanon, Malawi, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Yemen, Central African Republic, Bangladesh, Cameroon, Syria, Pakistan, India, Palestine, Sudan, Somalia, and right here in the United States. And we want you to know that donating is super simple. All you have to do is go to pausa.org/telethon. Let's start cooking, my friend, and then we get into how people can help feed other people around the world.
Okay, well, today I am sharing a dish that I've shared on my Instagram before, and it's just something I kind of came up with. I'm sure I'm not the first one to do it, although Palestinians do believe that we invented everything because, of course, Jesus is one of us. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on. First of all,
we are... Yes. What are we doing?
So we are making a date steak. Now, date, not like date like Americans, like going out on a date. That's haram. No. Date as in tamar.
Yes.
So let's talk about the ingredients you need for this. I'll show you mine as well. If we can get here, yes. Okay, I'll show you mine as well. So we have here.
Oh,
hopefully you can see this actually. Yeah, here. Let's do it like
that looks like a New York strip.
So we have steak here.
Is that a New York strip? What is that?
That's right. I have the important ingredient. Yes, I have a New York strip. As you can see, it's not too thick, okay? It's, of course, halalified because I live in Dearborn. Everything is halalified.
Mine is Arabified and halalified. My dad actually he slaughtered this animal by hand. Isn't that weird? Isn't that amazing? I'm better than you. I just want you to know that.
Well, I'm okay with that. So also we have, as you can see, dates and parsley and green onion. That'll come in later. So first thing I'm going to do.
Okay.
First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to liberally salt.
Okay.
And both sides, of course, salt and pepper the steak. And I'm going to be pretty liberal because steak always needs a good amount of flavor.
Delicious. I want to tell people right here while you're doing that I have already salted, garlic, and black peppered with olive oil and a little bit of lemon because I'm an Arab. I like to be prepared. I marinate.
That was a lot of over preparation, but that's okay.
I don't know why I did that. You're better than me.
All right. So now hopefully you have a hot pan with butter.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So butter. Hot pan with butter. You see a hot pan with butter I have here. And what I'm going to do, of course, right away, just drop the steak. Let the steak start to do its thing, like on medium to high heat. Let it go.
I got my everyday pan here.
Yes.
See? All right.
Yeah. Okay, now I'm gonna let that go, and I'm gonna cook that depending on how thick your steak is. I like my steak to be like a medium, but a few minutes on each side.
Delicious.
Okay, and of course we know, and the trick, of course, for steak is rare, medium, or move up the different parts of your hand, like the softer part of your hand.
No, I don't know this. You're acting like I'm supposed to know this. This is amazing. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So the soft part of your hand here is rare.
Got it.
That means it's still soft. And then as your hand gets firmer, right?
Firmer, it's different.
Rare, medium. Well, I'm gonna cook mine.
I thought that this was gonna be halal. This feels very like kind of like a cannibal's dream. I don't like the hand thing. Okay.
Well, we're not holding hands,
Oh, that's true.
Plus, in our culture, if men are holding hands, it's totally okay.
It's totally completely normal. They could be kissing each other.
Oh, dude, I was in Palestine. I was in Palestine. I was walking down the street, and a friend of mine wanted to talk to me, and he grabbed my hand, and I was like, "Hey, dude, don't touch me." He's like, "No, it's okay. You can hold hands." I don't want to hold your hand. And then he yelled at me, and he goes, "Come on, what's wrong? Hold my hand. Are you gay?" So I guess back home, if you hold someone's hand, it shows how masculine you are.
It just shows how like amazingly, cool you are with your masculinity, which is great.
Okay, now I'm gonna get to chopping a little bit. So I'm gonna chop these. I'm gonna chop my dates.
Delicious.
So these are pitted dates. These are Palestinian dates, of course.
Mashallah,
and dates are sweet. So this is like a sweet steak. I'm gonna chop them just to sort of be small, maybe like almost like fingernail size.
All right. So I'm gonna just put in the steak because I'm one step behind you. Here we go.
No problem.
Okay. There it goes. And I just want to make a point here too, while you're chopping, that the price points to give for the Feed Our World program are simple. At 30 meals, it's just $45. So if you can feed someone with 30 meals at only $45, so that means that each meal is averaging at about $1.50. 60 meals, $90. 180 meals for $270. 365 meals where you could feed someone one meal every single day for a year is only for $540. So please make sure that you know these food packs are incredible. They are tailor-made to each specific community in Africa, Asia, or the Middle East. So for example, a food pack in Syria can include items like rice, white sugar, sunflower oil, spaghetti, salt, lentils, burgle wheat. We love that burgle wheat, tomato paste, canned meat, and packed meat. And the aim is really to make sure that we stamp out hunger one food pack at a time. A small food pack lasts for 10 days for an average family of about 5 to 6. And a large food pack can last for 1 month for an average family of 5 to 6 members. And much of what we're, fundraising today is for food that's already been distributed, but we can continue to distribute these amazing food packs if you are generous and cook with us while we feed our world.
Yes, please, people, support them. And they're just doing great work, and nobody does the kind of work that they do. So let's support them and all the people who are working hard at Penny Appeal. Okay, so as you can see,
that's a very serious chop. You're like really, really good at chopping. Wow.
Well, I'm a pretty bomb cook. I don't like to say bomb, because
you don't want to say bomb all the time. Mostly don't.
Okay, so now I'm going to be flipping my steak. As you can see, it's got a nice crust on one side, beautiful little crust there. Okay, that's what we want. Okay, I'll leave it for a couple minutes here. Now, as you can see, also I have chopped the dates and green onion and parsley.
Okay, I got the
that's
parsley.
That's going to make our sauce in a minute.
What about the garlic? Do we ever use garlic, Ahmed?
I mean, not in this dish. This dish doesn't call for garlic. So, but hey, you can always add garlic. Let me know how it tastes with garlic, but this dish is not called for garlic. Okay. All right. So now, while that is all happening, I'm going to create a space on my board for the steak, because something that's very important. You always got to let a steak rest. You can't just eat a steak right away. It's going to run all over the place. It's not going to be great. So make sure you always let a steak rest.
I love that you really know how to cook. You're like a chef in addition to being a comedian and a law professor.
Oh, this is
You're
this is
doing
how.
too much, Ahmed. You're doing too much out here, okay?
Well, this is
Leave
how
some
I
for the
know.
rest of us.
Well, this is how I know we're not white. I mean, white people grow up with one skill, and we grow up with many skills. Okay,
Right.
so we are even the guy who like runs the even a doctor. He's
Yeah.
never just a doctor. He always like wants to open up a business and do something else. So we are always, we have to be multi-talented because we never know when they might steal our land. So we have to be. So we have to.
We got to have our Nikes ready.
That's right.
To
we
run.
have to stay multi-talented.
Oh, yeah. To take cover.
Now, for me, I think my steak is basically done. So I'll get a little bit ahead of you. I'm going to go ahead now. As you can see here, I'll show you the steak here. Okay, done. I'm going to put it down on my board. Let that rest. And I
Looks
still
so
have.
delicious, and you can help feed other people, guys. Because while we're eating so deliciously, we have to make sure that our brothers and sisters are also eating in the Feed Our World program for monthly donations. Yes.
Now, very importantly, as you can see in the pan, still have all that butter and lots of that, beautiful bits from the steak. That's very important. That's going to be the basis of our sauce.
Okay, got it.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to first, okay, let me actually get set up over here. This will be a lot easier. Okay, now I'm going to set up near the stove, and you can see my belly, and you can see
delicious. You've been eating a lot of this steak, it looks like.
Okay, let's just try to keep it all nice and halal, and don't make fun of my belly. Okay, so first thing, straight in the same pan with all that butter goes the dates.
Dates first.
Now
got it.
we're trying to do. We really want to cook down the dates.
Okay.
Soften them up. That's going to take a minute. And
I have a joke that I think that men actually with bellies means that they're wealthy. It means that they've been eating all their property. You know what I mean? So it's a sign of a good, healthy man.
Hey, well, I'll take it. I'll take it. And that's how it used to be. I mean,
like Renaissance stuff, except for women.
I think. Yeah, the women. Well, I think the first. I mean, wasn't the first song goes, I like big bellies and I cannot lie.
What we said, we have to be, what's the word? We have to be halal. You're not being very halal.
I like big bellies and I cannot lie. I don't think there's anything
Okay, that's true.
That.
Actually, that's fine. That's totally fine.
I halalified it. Okay, so we're going to let this really cook down. So dates are sweet. They're going to release some of their sugar, and they should soften up a little bit for us.
All right, I'm doing that right now, right with you.
Okay, where are you at?
I am right here with you. Right at the date step.
So what you're you're at the date step? Okay.
Yeah. Great. And then my meat is this here. The steak is just resting with these 2 garlic cloves on top.
Awesome.
I'm Arab. So can't look at that garlic. Yes. Okay. Now what?
Okay. So now after the dates cook for a few minutes, and the dates have now cooked, mine have started to cook down. They started to soften a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and add a good amount of balsamic vinegar. Okay. This is also going to help, like what we call deglaze the pan.
Woo! I'm hearing it, Ahmed. I'm hearing it.
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah, I'm right with you.
Are you alive? Yasmin.
I'm alive. I made it. Woo!
Earth, Yasmin, what happened?
Crazy, man.
Okay.
That was crazy, man. It's like my pan knew that I was just going too much. I was going for too much sizzle. Too much. That's the thing about Arabs.
Hopefully you guys can still see and hear me. Okay. I'm going to keep going. So, as you can see, my date balsamic.
Oh, we lost him. Oh, come back. Come back, Ahmed. Come back. It's usually me with the tech issues, can I just say? So, alhamdulillah, it's not me this time. Okay. We lost him. So I want to talk a little bit about what we're doing, with the Feed Our World program. The Feed Our World program is dedicated to eradicating people's hunger and the unfortunate effects of poverty that allow people to not have those nutritious meals. The Feed Our World program. Oh, he's back. You're back. The Feed Our World program.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I'm back.
Good.
Okay, I'm back. Hello, everybody. Yeah, I don't know what happened. It's probably the Israelis. Okay, so now as we see, okay, the date balsamic thing has really. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more balsamic vinegar. Okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my add a little bit of water. Okay, because the balsamic vinegar, I want to create a sauce, and the balsamic vinegar is kind of
thick,
heavy. Yeah, it's heavy and it's thick. So I'm gonna add some water and start to get this reduced a little more. Okay.
Egyptian ancestors. Allahu Akbar. Okay, got it.
Okay, so I added a little bit of water. It's going to reduce down a little bit now. I'm going to turn up the heat.
Oh my God, those are so soft. This is delicious. Okay.
It should be smelling pretty good.
It smells so good. I'm like definitely fasting and not happy about how good it's smelling. Wow.
It's okay. What you can do actually is put away after we make the sauce.
Yeah.
When we make the dish, put it away. Put away some extra sauce and then eat it tonight.
That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let this with the water reduce a little bit. I'm gonna come over here. My steak should be ready to be sliced. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice my steak.
No pressure.
Yeah, no pressure, right? Let's see what happens.
Did I see it? Okay, now you can see it.
Yeah.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ya Allah, we really need your help here. Your knife is way better than my knife. I don't know why
I saw this knife on like an ad, and and I bought it. I'm that consumer. I basically buy
that guy from Instagram.
Yeah. I buy what they sell me. That's what I do.
Oh, this is looking pretty yummy, actually.
Okay, good. So I've sliced the steak now.
My husband
here at the stove. I'm going to.
Again, remember, guys, the price points are all they're all listed here at pausa.org/telethon. You can take a look. For $45, you can feed someone for 30 days. Just for $45, you can feed someone for an entire month worth of meals, which is kind of amazing. My husband would get upset by how pink that is, but this is about sharing from my culture, and I like meat that's actually a little bit underdone. So.
Yeah, steak should always be medium and never more than medium, frankly.
I agree with that.
Or else it's not good.
Okay, so what did you put in?
The green onions and the parsley have gone into the sauce now.
Fantastic. Here we go. Green onion.
They go into the sauce. Chopped green onion and parsley go into the sauce.
Got it.
And as it boils and reduces, you should have something that is like, if you can see the consistency on that, it's not watery, but it's not a paste. It's somewhere in between.
Yeah.
Okay, but the dates and everything should be soft. Okay, I'm actually going to give.
Oh, this looks so delicious. Oh,
yeah, it's really good. Okay, so now I'm going to turn off the heat, let that sauce settle a little bit, and I'll stay over here to start to get into a little plating. So actually, what I've done, you guys can see here, I'm going to go ahead and...
I feel like your sauce is definitely more saucy than my sauce.
That's okay. The thickness of it doesn't matter too much.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and plate my steak. I've sliced the steak so make it easy to eat, and also so that the sauce can get in all the little crevices. Okay. So there's my New York strip. I actually also made one of my favorite salads, which is purple cabbage with tomatoes and parsley and lemon juice and olive oil and salt and pepper. So
sounds like a Arabic slaw.
Yeah, so I'm going to put that on the side here.
Okay.
This salad. Okay.
Man, I wish I had that salad.
Yeah, sorry. That was a last minute addition.
That was amazing.
Okay.
Yes,
Because listen, Yasmin, I'm trying to get married, bro. Trying to get
I
married
know.
on this thing.
Bro, I don't know how else you would not be married right now. Look at this. This man can cook, y'all. What else do y'all need? He's teaching law. He's a comedian. He's
You would think.
Palestinian. He can cook. Did I mention that he could cook? That should be enough.
It should. Okay, now you can see my sauce, right? The green onion, the parsley. It's going to be a little salty and peppery because remember, we cooked the steak in here and then the dates and the balsamic. So now I'm going to go ahead. I could spoon it or I could just do it, but I'm going to go ahead and just generously put that over the steak.
Wow. Okay, well.
I got a little left over. I'll leave that for another steak. And that is basically it right there. The date steak.
Actually, I should say.
I know, right? There it is. It is New York strip with a date sauce with green onion and parsley and balsamic vinegar and butter and my little purple cabbage salad on the side. Okay. That's it.
My little steak strips are pathetic. Okay?
It looks great.
You're amazing. Someone marry.
It looks great. You did a great job.
Somebody marry this guy. Amir Zahr needs. Maybe you need Yazguru in your life. Should I match you? Do you want me to match you? Come on, I will.
You know, if there was another well, I mean, there's only one Yazguru, but if there was another one, I'd be walking down to the shaft right now. But no.
Thanks, my friend. Well, I wish you all the best. Anyway, this was great. Yes. And everyone here, as a special, reminder that while we are having fun, filling our bellies, able to break our fast, so many around the world are struggling to do the same. That's why we're here cooking to feed our world. It's so important that we give back, make sure that the people who are hungry, the people who really just, need a small food pack to last for 10 days, where they don't know where their food is going to run out for the week or not, you can come in and you can provide them that meal. SubhanAllah, what kind of incredible blessing, what kind of ajr are you expecting when you are literally giving someone the ability to break their fast? You're sharing in that blessing. You're sharing in the blessing of your intention. And we hope that you can pick any price point here, whether it be 30 meals at $45, 60 meals at $90, 90 meals at $135, or even 365 meals for the whole year at $540. So literally a little over $1, you can make someone's life so incredibly better, full and rich and happy. We thank you like you've made us full and rich and happy. Comedian and professor Amir Zahr.
Thank you so much, Yasmin. And please, everybody, get out there and donate. I mean, think of how much money we spend when we go out to dinner with a few friends. One time of that can feed somebody for a whole month. So please, make sure you donate more. I go to all these events around the country. I see all you Muslims and Arabs. I see the cars you drive. So I know you have a lot of money. So go give more money. Oh, man.
They got those Teslas, bro.
That's how they identify each other. Like, do you know Ahmed? Who's Ahmed? Ahmed from Texas? No, I don't know Ahmed from Texas. Ahmed, the doctor from Texas? No, I don't know Ahmed. Ahmed, the doctor from Texas that donates his money No, I don't know that. Ahmed, the doctor, the Ahmed, the guy who drives a black Range Rover? Oh, yes, Ahmed. Why don't you say Ahmed from the beginning? Yes, I know who Ahmed is. Of course. Yes, of course. Okay, so please give and support all the people at Penny Appeal and support everyone in Palestine and around the world. And don't forget to make this beautiful, beautiful dish right here.
So delicious, and the food packs are going to Palestine and many other countries. We wish you all an amazing, amazing night and happy iftar, everybody. Also, if you guys can donate, make dua for Ustad Amir here to get married. You know what I'm saying? Just while you give, make a very specific dua that Mr. Zahr here, Professor Zahr, gets married. Okay, we love you all. Salam. Bye.
Bye.
The Muslim holy month of Ramadan is here. Millions will begin fasting from tomorrow, typically a time for congregating with family and friends. The holy month will be a muted affair for the second year running as COVID-19 continues to spread.
We search for the moon as it searches for us. We, sitting inside our homes, preparing for another month of more silence and makeshift musallas, more prayers and makeshift hope that our du'as will escape these walls and fill up the spaces between us. We hold on to the memories of the past and they hold on to us. reeling from loneliness and loss. We who are grateful to be here, even if here is hard, knowing some have not made it this far to witness this sky full of mercy. Instead of children running around our ankles in the masjid, we will run our fingers across the pages of the Quran and try to absorb its meaning. Instead of elaborate iftar parties with friends, we will sit in our houses, our apartments, our here for nows, rekindling a relationship that never gets the attention it deserves. Instead of lavish fundraiser events, we will perform quiet acts of kindness and charity to family and neighbors in need. Instead of a chorus of amins that vibrates in our chests, and the feeling of standing shoulder to shoulder, foot to foot, and hearing taqabbalallah from a stranger, we will whisper our prayers softly. We will find beauty in the small things. We will find ways to hold each other from a distance. Maybe we can't see the moon on this cloudy night, but it sees us. Our sleepy suhoors, our imperfect prayers, our weary hearts returning once again to the month of mercy, Ramadan.
Hello, assalamu alaikum, everybody. Ramadan Kareem. How is everybody doing with this beautiful telethon that Penny Peel USA is bringing on? You are now in a new segment of Cooking to Feed Our World with me, your girl Yasmin Al-Hadi, aka Yaz Guru, and Nadia from Nadia Journey to Table on Instagram. We're so excited to be cooking some chicken karai today. Is it karai?
Karai. Somebody called it chicken karachi. And then I was like, ooh, that's kind of a nice name.
That's something an Arab would say. We're really excited about the Cooking to Feed Our World television series here on this telethon because we are really promoting the amazing work that Penny Peel USA is doing throughout the world through the Feed Our World program in countries like Lebanon, Malawi, Zimbabwe, South Africa, the Central African Republic, Yemen, Bangladesh, Cameroon, Syria, Pakistan, India, Palestine, Sudan, Somalia, and right here in the United States. So, Nadia, I'm going to try to follow you. I'm going to butcher this. I'm not going to do as good as you, but let's do this. What are we making? Chicken karai? Okay.
Yep. I specifically chose this dish because it's the essentials, right?
Okay,
perfect. I think anybody could do it. And I also think it's a good reminder about what happens when you have a staple dish like this in your home countries, but don't have the basic access to the tomatoes, the ginger, the garlic, the onions, because you can't afford it. It should be simple enough, but hopefully Penny Peel fixes that.
Yes, and through your support out there. And you can easily give at pausa.org/telethon right at the bottom of your screen. So tell us, what do we need? What are the ingredients that we need, Nadia, to make chicken?
All right, awesome. So you need 2.5 pounds of chicken, which is really a nice medium-sized chicken. You need to skin it. I know my Arab friends don't like skinning their chicken and taking off that skin because they like it, but you need to skin the chicken. Sorry.
We love that.
This is one where you don't want the flavor from the skin.
Okay, got it. We don't want any heart attacks.
No, you want it from the bones. The bone.
The bones are the most. I have that. So I listened to you exactly. I removed the fat and the skin.
Okay, good. And so really, and then the star of this, and I'm sorry, I think my audio, I'm going to increase your volume so I can hear you. I don't want to interrupt you. Okay, now I can hear. Okay, awesome. And so really what we're going to do, what we start with is taking the star, the chicken here, and we're going to put about a 1/4 cup of oil because the tomatoes and the oil are going to go beautiful. And I'll show you why it's important to have the oil in this dish because it's an indicator as to the dish being done. So the oil goes to the top, you know your karai is ready. So it's one of the signs. So let's go ahead and just put our oil right into the pan. About a 1/4 cup. Let me get the oil.
And I'm doing a wok because my understanding is chicken karai is traditionally
In a karai. It's a karai. And this is my American karai. This is a Staub wok, all-purpose pan, and it really manifests itself nicely to acting like a karai. If you can't bring it from Pakistan, this is a good alternative. All right, so we've got about a 1/4 cup of oil in here, and honestly, the chicken is the star, garlic is the star for me in my karai. Everybody has a different way and technique of doing their karai, but I love garlic and I like flash frying my chicken in the garlic and letting all that beautiful garlic flavor go right into the chicken. And we're gonna get a nice sear on it. We're gonna get a nice brown sear. So I'm gonna take about.
Once you fear, you will never fear, but especially a brown fear.
That's so true.
It's gonna always be good.
So here's the thing. You can use fresh garlic, and fresh garlic is fantastic if you have the time. I have 3 kids, a full-time job. So we're going in with the minced garlic from Costco.
I love it. So I
stay real to realities.
I pre-did it while the kids were in school. So I feel
good for you.
I feel you. All right. So while this is browning, we want to put in the chicken, right?
Let it brown a little bit. Let the garlic brown a little bit. You want to smell. You want the garlic to become fragrant before you throw in that chicken.
You want me to break my fast, is what you're saying.
Yeah, right. Seriously.
Oh man, it smells so good.
Keep it right now. You can keep it between high and medium high.
Okay.
And do not burn your garlic. So throw in your chicken as soon as you think you're smelling that nice garlic.
Okay, it's pretty aromatic right now. I think it might be time. I don't want to burn my garlic, like you said.
Yeah, and some people add their ginger in at this point. I find that ginger leaves on the bean.
Should I do it now? Should I do it now, Nadia, or no?
You can do it now. Do about a teaspoon of ginger, minced ginger right now.
Okay.
And then you can do the other tablespoon or teaspoon of ginger at the later stage when we're putting in the tomatoes.
Okay.
So, I think, ginger and garlic are just a beautiful marriage, right? When those kiss right there. You hear that beautiful? So I would say at medium high, it takes about a good 1.5 minutes to get the garlic that you want to be that color. It smells fantastic. Yeah. And I can't even turn my exhaust on because I won't be able to hear you.
Sorry, your house is going to be smelly.
It's okay. So is mine. I'll deal with.
So is mine. You're not alone.
So I'm throwing in all this beautiful chicken with the bones on it. Do not do a chicken karai without the bones. It's just not the same. It doesn't get the same.
I'm with you, girl. I like bones in general, man. It's just so much better flavor.
Say that?
SubhanAllah, in this Feed Our World program, you're going to help feed people who have a difficult time, being able to break their fast. SubhanAllah, how we are, we are so fortunate. And we really hope that during this telethon that you're writing down all these cool recipes and also just counting your blessings and making sure that you're giving back. The Feed Our World program has such easy price points. Each meal is about $1.50 each. So we're looking at feeding someone for an entire month for 30 meals for just $45. It's amazing. Wow. And you can feed someone for 365 days, the whole year, for a little over $540. So that's kind of amazing. And we have that opportunity. All the food packs are tailor-made for each community. So for example, if we're going to be sending one to Syria, it's going to have rice, it's going to have canned meat, it's going to have tomato sauce, what makes sense for their culture and their cooking. Okay.
That sounds amazing. How long has Penny Peel been around?
So Penny Peel USA has been around since 2016. I helped found the organization. One of the board members. And it's been like a pleasure. And SubhanAllah, through these food packs, we're looking at delivery that's already been initiated for lots of different countries. In Pakistan, for example, there were 320 packages already sent out that's feeding over 2,000 individuals, 2,100.
Do you know where in Pakistan it's gone?
Yes. And you can still, of course, send those food packs there. And in Palestine, we've sent 225 packages. In the Central African Republic, we've distributed 353 packages to the beneficiaries of over 2,000 individuals. So,
wow. spectacular. MashaAllah. No, this is a fantastic organization. I was very excited to be asked to do this. I think it's one of the things that will make you is food. And then seeing it being made reminds you that we have it so easy.
Yes,
Now imagine not having all the basic necessities.
So
What
true.
are they eating?
So true.
So thank you for the opportunity to just join you, Yassine.
Oh my God, thank you for teaching us and for donating your time to us to show people how to do this. Okay, so once the chicken is brown, we're supposed to remove it. Because I'm good
You
at
are
reading.
going to remove it. Look, I've done it both ways. I've done it where I've removed it and then added the tomatoes at that point with
what do
the
you think?
spices. But
Okay.
but you don't have to.
Okay, what's
You don't
better?
have to.
What do you
don't
think?
have to. Yeah, I've done it both ways, and honestly, they came out pretty similar.
Okay.
I'm going to stay to my recipe, and I'm going to take the chicken out.
Got
But
it.
if people are strapped for time, don't.
Okay, got it. No, I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the chicken out, right?
Yeah.
It's going to get browner than this. Can you take a look at
Let
mine?
me see yours.
Or is that
It is
pretty
going to get browner. It's going to get browner.
I got to wait. Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, wait a little bit. You want a nice little coated seal.
Got it. To make it juicy, right?
You want to make it nice, yeah. You want it juicy and you want it to cook. You want the broth to come all out.
Oh, right.
You'll see that, and it's going to go into the tomato sauce.
That's right. And be
Yeah,
amazing.
the karahi cooks on high heat. It cooks fast. And
Yeah.
that's the beauty of cooking.
I put it on medium high here.
Yeah, medium high. I'm just scraping the bottom. This is an all-purpose wok, not a karahi, so at the sides, it's getting a little bit
Okay, I'm doing the same thing.
crusty. But it's important not to cook on medium. You don't want the chicken not to cook fast, right? You want it to be on high.
Got it.
And then I'm gonna let it.
The whole idea, right? It's like flash frying in the karahi, in the wok.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna show you, this is basically, I've done about 5 tomatoes for this recipe. So it's gonna take about 5 tomatoes for a whole chicken, a 2.5 pound chicken.
So I processed it lightly myself and waiting to.
Which is good, which is fine. I sometimes even sheet, and this is also for those, that are overseas that may just receive the cans for their fried chicken. I have used diced tomatoes. Pre-made diced tomatoes. I mean, if you're not a purist, it doesn't bother you. But fresh is always best.
Okay. I just sneezed, alhamdulillah. But I stayed away from the food while I did it, okay? And I got away from you too. So you don't have to worry about me.
Okay.
So tell me a little bit, Nadia, have you done charity work before, and have you donated before to Pennyfield USA?
I had my entire high school and college career, I worked mainly for Islamic Relief.
So cool.
And that's how I met the people through Penny Relief, who some members of Islamic Relief are now part of Penny Appeal.
Amazing.
That's how I met Huda, and I met my husband doing relief work.
Oh, y'all hear that?
Yeah, do it. Do relief work, you'll find a nice spouse. Alhamdulillah.
Charity is where it's at, because God will always increase you when you are doing things in His cause, including increasing your, your
life attracts life. You want to
widening your family. It's so beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's nice. I'm getting my kids into it. We just went to some local spot to do some charity work and just simple bagging for food.
Yes.
And that's enough to just teach them the principles at a young age.
So true.
And I'm just excited to let my kids see the beauty of giving back.
Amazing.
Because it was a big part of growing up, seeing my dad always finding another organization to really support.
Yeah.
Always looking at other initiatives and ways to give back. I mean,
it's always beautiful when your parents are, community minded, and
absolutely.
Parents, I just saw them always just every single Ramadan, they were making food for the whole community. They were raising money for different causes. So
and they're building their Jannah. My father has been 18, and there's no doubt in my mind, and inshallah everyone who's watching will pray for him. But I'm certain with all the charity work that he he built his fortress in Jannah, and I pray that Bidariya continues.
Inshallah,
for all of you, inshallah, that are going to
Then Firdaus, inshallah, the highest heavens in a and a lovely reunion for you there, inshallah.
So I just want to show you a little bit about what it can look like, and then when we can take it out.
Yes, I think it's time. On my end, definitely. I don't want this Indian to burn.
This is a nice
I'm going to
brown
put the tomato,
sear.
right? Perfect.
So you can go ahead and take it out with a nice orange,
I
nice brown.
definitely took it out. I definitely added some tomatoes here. I definitely dropped a piece of chicken. Don't worry, still made it to the counter.
Oh, you're advanced.
Girl, I don't know how advanced I am. I'm just trying out here. Okay, so I put the tomato in.
Yeah, so you remove your chicken, just put your tomato right in, and we're going to add the green chilies, which you're not because you're Arab, you told me.
Because I'm Arab. I can't handle it, guys. I'm
That's all
weak.
good. I was going to say, I'm going to add extra chili because we've got some guests from
I love you. I love it.
tonight, and they love their chilies. All right, so
It's already smelling amazing though, so I can only imagine the chili just take it to the next level.
all right, so don't remove the oil and the garlic that comes out from the bottom, by the way.
Right, right. So leave that all to make a nice, delicious sauce.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm putting in the 5 or so tomatoes. The
Okay.
more tomatoes, the more the curry you're gonna get from the karai. Some people don't like their karai to be very, to have a lot of masala. Some people just like the karai taste so that when they're taking a bite.
I got you.
I personally love more a curry.
Yes, when it's saucy, it's beautiful. So, and it's kind of amazing too. Through these food packs, we have these different types of sauces included in that food pack that is, relevant to that area. So in Pakistan, for example, they would have sauces that are, appropriate to that culture, to Desi culture. And what's amazing is that these food packs, just a small food pack can feed, 5 to 6 members, of a family, 5 to 6 members, and feed them for 10 days. So imagine just one food pack can feed an entire family for 10 days. And the price points are just so affordable. You can take a look at them at, $45. You can feed an entire, person for a whole month. So it's kind of amazing.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, and what's so cool too is just that we're witnessing, that blessing in Ramadan for every single person that you're helping. SubhanAllah, that ajr is coming back to you for that fast that individual is enduring.
So do you have local offices? Like, how does the Penny Appeal situation?
So Penny Appeal has a headquarters in Alexandria, Virginia, and then it has what we call coordinators out in the field with Team Orange, which is a group of volunteers that volunteer from all over the United States. And you can easily just go on to pausa.org and take a look to how to join the local Team Orange in your area so you can find out how to volunteer and maybe meet your husband. Who knows?
Oh, yes. Don't do it just for the husband, but that's an added bonus. So to this, I'm adding about a tablespoon and a half of salt. I'm using kosher salt. If you're using iodized salt, which I don't recommend, I always say just use use the kosher salt. You want a plate.
I use pink Himalayan salt. How do you feel about pink Himalayan
salt? Fantastic choice for sure. Much healthier as well. So I'm adding that right in here, and I think you also saw that I added about 3 green chilies in here. It's optional. So is the added spices we're going to be putting into here. So I'm just going to allow one or 2 more minutes of this. I'm going to put a little bit of ginger at this point.
Got it.
As well. And so go ahead and just take some fresh ginger and cut little slits of it. And you can garnish your kadai with
the ginger on top. So I actually have
at the very end, and
a chopped ginger mixture that I'm just gonna. So my mom actually pre-chopped for me this ginger and left it for me. I love her so much.
My mom's visiting the last 10 days of Ramadan, which is going to be amazing.
Oh my God, alhamdulillah.
I know. I'm so alhamdulillah excited. She lives about an hour away from me, but we're connected.
So awesome that she's like, in your life and close enough. My mom lives in Alabama.
Oh,
I miss her.
You're from Alabama?
I am. I'm from Huntsville, Alabama. I'm from North Alabama.
Wow.
I know.
Are you full? Was it Syrian?
No, I'm actually North African, so I'm half Egyptian, half Libyan.
Oh.
Yes, girl.
Things I didn't know.
That's okay. The more you know.
The more. All right. So I use whole chopped tomatoes. So you're going to see it's going to take a little bit, like more like 5 minutes.
Okay.
5 to 10 minutes at this medium high.
Okay.
To go away a little bit. So it's going to wilt down and become a little bit more of a curry substance.
Got it.
And I'm going to add, at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add the other spices to it.
Got it.
And so for the spices, we've got a teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili.
Delicious. For the color.
And it's going to add a beautiful color, but also a beautiful spice. You can also do a half a teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili and a half a teaspoon of red chili powder. Kashmiri red chili is not as spicy. It's for color.
Okay, got it.
And
it's like decoration.
I mean, it also has a spice level to it. And I'm also putting about a teaspoon, I should say, of black pepper.
Okay.
That's going to give a nice, smoked flavor, and so is tandoori masala or smoked paprika. So what you're really trying to look for is things that remind you of what's going to give a natural smoky flavor to your curry.
Okay. I definitely added the tandoori spice myself over here.
Tandoori spice is a wonderful little hack if you have it at home for that smokiness. I'm just going to add about a teaspoon of it.
I love it.
Because it has all the elements of that smokiness that we want. And it's just a nice little thing that I tested out one day and was like, ooh, I'm always going to be doing this.
Delicious.
The other thing that not everyone does is put cumin and coriander because they're putting garam masala. Garam masala has that.
Okay, I put that in there.
And it's just, for me, I like you just put everything in it. That's fine.
Yeah.
But
sorry.
Me,
I know I was supposed to wait for the garam masala.
Now, wait for the garam masala. You don't want it, put it towards the end.
Okay. I saved a lot of it. I just put in like half.
Okay. So you will see it's so nicely thickened now. It doesn't look like tomato juice.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to it looks like a thick, saucy karai over here. And you'll see that the oil is going to start coming to the top.
Yes.
And that's really, you're going to put it on low at that point, and you're going to cook the chicken in there.
Okay. Well,
I can't taste it, so you guys need to taste when you're making it. I do the sunnah thing, which I think is you're allowed to go like this and taste it and then spit it out.
I love it.
I won't do it on camera, but you can always adjust your salt and spice. Always. Don't over salt in the beginning. That's the worst mistake to make.
Worst mistake, especially during Ramadan.
Exactly.
You know what? You know what's not a mistake during this Ramadan?
What?
Donating at pausa.org/telethon, because it will always come back to you when you are donating in God's way.
Absolutely.
Always. And
I mix the chicken in.
Affordable levels. You can feed people for an entire month at just $1.50 per food pack.
That's literally your name, right? Penny appeal. You're paying pennies to really change lives. It's incredible.
It's a small set of like a little bit of change and huge difference in someone else's life.
I can't imagine.
Okay, so chicken in now, right? Chicken in. Let's do this.
I threw the chicken in as soon as I saw that the gravy was forming on its own. And we're going to now cook on low. Adjust your spices and cook on low. You can cover it at this point. I'm going to put my cover on. You can also, if you feel like it got too thick from what you and your family prefer, just add a little bit of water. That's not going to hurt.
I did that because it was getting a little bit thick.
Yeah, but don't forget, the chicken's going to continue pushing out its liquid.
Okay, got it.
So go at quarter cups at a time.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use whatever the chicken was in. There's a little bit of broth left in. I'm going to put a little bit of water in.
Okay.
And I'm going to throw it in here because I'm just going in with like maybe 2-3 tablespoons. I noticed that right when I covered it, like 2 minutes ago, already more liquid has come out. So don't forget, it's going to continue emanating liquid.
Okay, so that's good. That's important for me to know.
Yeah, especially when you cover it on low.
Yeah, because that like actually seals in all that delicious, all the liquid, all the moisture.
All right, I'm gonna at some point taste your salt. You know, you want to also add garam masala and lemon juice and cilantro. Those are the things that you want to do at the last 10 minutes. So what we're going to do is cook it on low for 10 minutes, and then you're going to pick it up, put lemon juice, a little bit of splash of lemon juice, some cilantro, fresh cilantro, and garam masala in here.
Yummy.
If you feel like you want more than garam masala, you can add just a teaspoon or so of cumin and half a teaspoon of coriander, or vice versa. This is really honestly a foolproof dish. You make it your own, you adjust your spices. People don't put a lot of garlic or ginger. Some people love garlic and ginger.
I'm loving it. I was like garlic, ginger.
Garlic, yes.
Pretending like I was eating it.
And you can eat this with naan, hot roti, naan, paratha. I mean, I use it.
Hot roti.
Yeah.
Okay, can we talk about paratha for a second? Why is it so delicious?
Because it has carbs in it, and anything with carbs are delicious.
It's like a flaky pancake. It's like Desi's were like, okay, pancakes.
Yeah.
We got
please.
We're gonna just blow this right out of the water. It's so good.
I mean, paratha to me, it's you can make it with wheat.
Yes.
So that's healthy. So I'm gonna tell myself we're good. Yeah.
I love it.
But I also love stuffed paratha. Like,
oh my god, with aloo?
Aloo, stuffed paratha. Yes, I know. Just like
onion stuffed paratha. How about that?
Yeah, onion and oh my god. So dosa, I love dosa as well.
Dosa so good.
I've tried to make it myself, and I really just gave up because it's a process and you have to ferment it. But I hear there's a version in Instant Pot, and I'm gonna.
Oh my god, that's so exciting! Well, I know that we're making Yemeni luhug, I think is what it's called, which is kind of like their version of a pancake as well. So I was gonna actually eat this with that, and they spread it kind of thin. It's not as thin as a dosa. It's not as thin as, it's kind of spongy, so it's got a little bit of the feel of anjara, from Ethiopia.
Oh, that's sour. Is it sour? Do they have
a little bit sour? Yeah, it has a little bit of sourness to it. And I love it. Yeah, like who doesn't like carbs? Like you said.
Yeah.
You must be crazy after time.
That's like one of the healthier carbs too.
It is. Right?
Yeah.
It's like really rich in protein. It's got a lot of protein in there from the grain that's used.
Yeah.
But I don't know if like you can just like the anjara also that we have like in American Ethiopian restaurants isn't like the true. It's not like the authentic anjara. Anjara is like for something too sour.
My husband and I.
Okay. It's chicken time.
In my life, I would be a travel blogger to just explore the world through food, and we live vicariously through the other people on YouTube. And there was a famous one that went to Ethiopia, and it just looked amazing. I mean,
just putting my chicken in here, guys. Pretty much amazing, mashallah.
Oh my god, it looks great.
I feel very strongly this is going to taste delicioso.
Inshallah. And if not, there's always takeout, you guys.
Exactly. And if it's terrible, I will figure it out. Okay, so 10 minutes in this on low, right?
10 minutes on low. Yeah, it looks, I'm leaving it on low. I played around with it. Don't even open it up. Give it 10 minutes. I've done the timing so many times. 10 minutes is all you need for low for the first round. You're opening it up. You're putting cilantro, lemon juice, garam masala, about a teaspoon of it. You're pushing it in a little bit. Don't be delicate with your chicken. You don't want stringy chicken. People overcook their chicken and then it gets stringy.
No, we're not looking at that. No,
you're not. And then we're going to cover it back again for 10 minutes after you do those steps. So all in all, I want to say that this is a 30-minute dish. Like if we weren't talking and we were doing it, it takes about 30 minutes and it's restaurant quality. And you can do it in your own home. So save your money. don't go to the restaurant. I mean, support the small businesses. I should take that back. Support your small businesses, but then also realize that you can cook at home and save your money and send it. So same goes for your coffees. Stop with your Starbucks, buy a little Nespresso on Black Friday, and give your $1 to Penny Appeal.
Exactly. And that's why we have that Nespresso right there.
Right there. Oh, where's your, oh, there it is.
We have it next to impact, not impress. Impact, not impress, because we want to make a good impact in our lives.
I love that.
On the people around us. We're not trying to impress anybody out here. And this is about impact. Giving to this amazing Feed Our World program with Penny Appeal USA is about creating the maximum impact with the resources that you have. And any amount of resources, no matter how small, can affect someone's life drastically. $1.50, we can't even buy a latte. You're talking about Starbucks. I can't buy half a latte for $1.50. I can feed someone for 30 days for just $45 at $1.50 per meal. So we really hope that, inshallah, that you guys just hop on here. It's so simple to donate. PAUSA.org/telethon. We're doing this all day. We hope that you enjoyed this deliciousness.
Yes.
I don't know. Is it time, Nadia, to put in your lemon juice and coriander?
In 5 minutes or so, but we can go ahead. We can, for demonstration purposes, let's go ahead and experiment a little bit.
Let's do it.
For Penny Appeal's sake, we're going to experiment, and we're going to put it in at the 7-minute mark. Okay.
I love it. Let's make miracles happen. And if you want miracles to happen in your life, allow others to have miracles in their lives. If you want to remove a burden in your path, if you want your prayers to be answered, if you want things to shift and dramatically change in your life, you have to shift and dramatically change someone else's life. You have to give. You have to be generous. You have to come from that generosity of your spirit. And hopefully God will meet every single one of your needs, remove the obstacles in your path, maintain the health and wealth of your family. And it's time to purify our wealth so that we can increase the blessings of every single cent. And Penny Appeal USA is just about taking those little cents, those little pennies that you have around, and giving them huge worldwide impact throughout the entire world. Lebanon,
Can I just add one thing? If anybody has children out there, this is we're educating public school systems about what Ramadan is about. And one of my favorite things is in no other time do we feel what the poor feel than when we have to starve ourselves. Not starve ourselves. They view it that way, but when we test ourselves for 16 hours. Right. And telling your kids, because now my 8-year-old has done a few fasts. He just turned 8 and said, that's it, I want to do some. And he comes home very hungry, but he also comes home to a full plate of food. And I remind him, what are you going to do with your Eid money? Or what are you going to do before your Eid money? Here's a little bit of an advance. How much of it are you going to give?
I love that, Mom.
Having the kids do a Penny Appeal program is the best thing that we could teach our own kids.
What a great recommendation. You know, that's, I think, the way that we make sure to pass on the love of giving and the love of God and of doing things that are, are moral and giving and generous to the people around us, because that's like pure gratitude. I love that. And I was saying that before in our other cooking section too, I was saying that I'm doing birthday gives, not birthday gifts. So they have to actually give, on their birthday to a child in need. And my son, he's 4, so he's like, well, can I see the child? I want to see.
That's a great question.
Yeah, and I tell him, like, sometimes out of respect to those children, we don't have to see them. We can give to them knowing that their lives will be better. But sometimes someone doesn't want to tell everybody that they maybe don't have enough to cover their needs. And so he's just like, okay. So I was like, it's like we have to respect people's dignity. And that's what this Feeding Our World program is about. It's about maintaining the dignity of people all across the world.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate you, Nadia. You're like such an amazing inspiration.
Oh, no.
Mom, a cook, a philanthropist.
All the things that you are. So this was a really great session altogether, honestly. So no, I appreciate this time. I'm so excited for Penny Appeal to hit it off. I think that this is one of the things where if we want to build our ummah, build our Islam, build our culture, and build, in our kids and instill that beyond Quran, beyond Hadith, there's this stories of the Prophet where giving was such an essential part of his life, and that through that we will see them grow up to be little future, just components and aspects of the Prophet.
Yes, we want them to feel like they're a part of something bigger than themselves.
Oh, totally.
And that is what prophetic character helps you do. It helps you become a part of something so much bigger than your own life. And so I'm excited. I'm going to do the lemon juice and the coriander, and then we're gonna say bye. All right. I feel like I'm gonna do it. Here we go. I gotta check color. I love that red on green. So beautiful.
So here it is, you guys. This is the karai.
Oh my gosh.
And we're going to put some slivers of ginger on it. I'm going to cut it, but really all it needs is 10 more minutes of slow cooking. You're going to thicken it up, that gravy, a little bit more, and you're going to dip your warm naan in this when it's time to open your fast.
Okay, I'm going to put some of this beautiful green on here. And
cut my slivers of ginger. Don't forget the nice ginger and cilantro at the end.
Okay, here we go. Lemon juice. Love it. And you can check out the recipes so that you know what to do. And I'm going to save the rest of the coriander here, the cilantro, inshallah. I'm going to save it for at the very end, right? For garnish?
You can garnish. You can put it in. People do both.
Okay, but so I'm going to I saved like
if you guys want a step-by-step that's slower and the actual recipe, it's on Instagram at Journey to Table. And it's there if you guys want a slower version, or journeytotable.com. Just stay in touch with questions about relief work or cooking makluba as a Desi woman, because that has happened. Yes, I can do it, and I love doing it.
Oh, I've seen you cook Thai food. I've seen you cook Italian. I've seen you cook Arab. I've seen you cook.
It's how you connect with the world. Yasmin, I love the world. I love the program. I want to know about the cultures. And so I learn cultures through food. And I hope, and you're doing a whole series of it. So people are going to learn Malaya, Yemeni, dosa. I'm saying the wrong word.
It's fine. Their bread, their pancakes, yes.
Their bread and pancakes, but we're going to be educated about that. And then
we're going to learn it all, guys. I love you, Nadia. This is great. Make sure you follow Nadia on Journey to Table on Instagram. And make sure you're making this chicken karai, because you guys, the smell is intoxicating. I honestly don't know how I'm going to get through today. Every day is a struggle. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that every day is a struggle for me in fasting. But today is an especially amazing day. Help someone else not struggle through their day. Help someone else be fed and have their whole family fed. One small food pack can feed 5 to 6 people for 10 days. Yeah. So go out there and get those food packs out. SubhanAllah. And each food pack is tailor-made, like we said. It has everything that they need to sustain them at $1.50 per meal. So you can feed someone for an entire year for 365 days for a little over $540. We wish you all the best. And thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And inshallah.
Love you.
Can't wait for all the fundraising you guys were able to do.
I love you, Ramadan Kareem, and we wish your family a blessed Ramadan and safety and deliciousness. Salam.
Assalamu alaikum.
There are a few things that we want to tell you about the Feed Our World distributions happening today. The first thing is that they can happen practically anywhere, from the deserts to bustling cities around the world. Anyone, anywhere can use a little extra help. And also, we distribute fundamental ingredients such as oils, dates, rice, and flour, because we know that our beneficiaries deserve the best meals to help them get their day off started on the right foot. At Penny Appeal USA, we won't give our beneficiaries anything short of the tools and resources they need to live their lives. People around the world are doing incredible things, and lack of food access should never be an issue for anyone. So we'll continue to do distributions around the world to ensure that no one sleeps hungry on our watch. Join our mission by donating 30 meals for just $45.
Up, and that's hello, assalamu alaikum, everybody. Welcome to the next installment of Cooking to Feed Our World. I am so excited to be talking today about what Penny Appeal USA is doing all over the world to send food packs to places like Malawi, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Yemen, Lebanon, Central African Republic, Sudan, Somalia, right here in the United States, just to name a few. And we have one of the most amazing Yemeni cooks. You know her by sifta.safar on Instagram and on YouTube, Amjad Al Hussein. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
I'm so excited to be making luhuh. I definitely called it luhug incorrectly before. It's luhuh. And it's a delicious Yemeni pancake.
So it's exactly like a pancake bread. If anyone's had injera before in an Ethiopian restaurant, it's very similar in texture. Sometimes it's a little bit fluffier and has more of a pancake consistency. And it's doesn't have that sourness that injera typically does. It's either savory or some people add a little bit more sugar to give it sweetness and they enjoy it with asal. So it's a cool different variation.
Delicious. So either like with honey kind of sweeter or with some salty foods and make it kind of savory.
Exactly. So we typically eat it with, especially in Ramadan, as for dipping. So we have hamza, which is soaked fenugreek that is whipped. And then we pair that with a Yemeni salsa called zahawik. And then the second traditional dish that's made with luhuh is shufut. So we basically use the luhuh as a layering vessel. And then we add a yogurt that's blended up with a lot of different green herbs. So it's soaked cold salad.
It looks so good. It has like dill on top and pomegranate. It's delicious. I love that. And it's like a little appetizer.
Yes. And we should probably include the link so everyone can take a look.
Yes. And I hope you guys can check out also Amjad to get all of the ingredients, and you can check it out here on pausa.org/telethon to learn more about how you can do this at home as well. We hope this is inspo for you, and we hope that this inspiration carries on to the spirit of giving and generosity that we want to foster here in Ramadan. The aim of the Feed Our World program is to meet all the hunger needs from across the world. We want to provide life-saving, nutritious meals to give people in food insecure areas like in Asia, Africa, and the Middle East the ability to know that they can break their fast, the ability to know that there is food for them. We give out these food packs throughout the year, not just in Ramadan, and so many have already been deployed out here in Ramadan. We make sure that we tailor make and tailor pack these food packets for different families. One packet can feed a family of 5 to 6 individuals, and for less than $2 per meal, you can help someone. At $1.50 per meal, you can help feed someone for 30 days at just $45. It's pretty incredible. And in Yemen, which is your home country, I know, Amjad, we have given out 396 of these food packets to over 2,300 beneficiaries and individuals, inshallah. And you guys can be a part of that for literally less than $2 a meal. 60 meals at $90, 90 meals at $135. And you can feed someone one meal every single day, 365 meals for just $540. I'm really excited to dip into this because I know there's some wet and dry ingredients. So tell us what's first, Amjad, in making these luhuh.
All right, so I'm gonna show you guys here so you can watch as I move along. The ingredients are very, very simple. It's less than 10 ingredients, and I'm gonna start with the dry. I have 3/4 of a cup of plain all-purpose white flour. You do not need to sift it, so this recipe is super simple and easy. I have 1/2 a cup of pancake mix. No, this is not traditional, and you could probably swap it for just plain flour, but this is a trick that I learned from my aunt, and it gives it a really nice fluffy texture, and it also kind of makes the recipe a little bit more foolproof. And then for some more depth of flavor, I'm adding 1/4 of a cup of whole wheat flour. So this gives it a nice flavor. Yeah. So in addition to that, the last dry ingredient for this step is a teaspoon of salt.
Okay. Let me do that.
All right.
Not my salt.
And then I'm just going to gently whisk this together. Really no magic to it.
Okay.
And one thing I just want to note for the audience is that you'll notice I'm using a bigger bowl than I probably need, but that's important for when we are pushing air in so that as it fluffs up with all the yeast, you're not making a huge.
Okay.
But the nice thing is you're not going to create a lot of dishes.
Well, I'm so happy that I didn't even know that, but I got the biggest bowl I owned.
Alhamdulillah. Okay, good.
Oh my God. Because I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I need as much space to mess up as possible. You know what I mean?
Yes. So what I want to show everyone else here right now is that we already bloomed our khamira, so our yeast. We used a cup of warm water, not too hot, not too cold, because then you'll kill the yeast. And we first mixed in a teaspoon of sugar, a tablespoon of the dry yeast, and now you can see it's beautiful. It's bubbly. It's ready to go. It's been sitting for a little bit more than 5 minutes, and it's ready to go into our mixture. So that's pretty much it. Those dry ingredients. And then this yeast mixture, we're going to pour the entire thing in. So I'm whisking it in just like that. Easy peasy.
Okay.
All right. Make sure you get all those little bits. You don't want to waste any of that goodness.
Okay.
Key to good luhuh is having that fluff factor. Okay. So I'm going to first mix this step fully by hand just to incorporate it really well. And then I'm going to add 2 more cups of warm water.
Okay.
So do this gradually. My kettle is not hot, it's just warm.
Okay.
What I also like to do is if your yeast was a little sticky, bowl that you had, just add your 2 cups of water into there.
Oh, that's smart.
Give it another so that you're not wasting, similar to what you do with pasta sauce, right?
Yeah. I love that. That's how we respect the ingredients and the blessing that we have, just like purifying our wealth and giving to the Feed Our World program. You know, just about kind of giving thanks for every little bit.
Okay. So I'm gonna mix the rest of these 2 cups in gradually. You don't want to add it all at once.
Okay.
And essentially what we're looking for is a very thin pancake batter consistency. Even more than pancake, it's more of a crepe consistency because it's going to be very, very thin. You're almost going to be like, well, how is this even going to turn into?
It feels really watery, Amjad. You sure?
Yep.
Okay. I trust you. You're the expert.
I remember the first time I did this with my aunt, I was asking the same questions. I was like, well, it looks really watery. Are you sure? And subhanAllah, one of the things that I've learned with writing my cookbook is that ingredients really vary from country to country and product to product. And sometimes people will follow my exact recipe overseas and they'll tell me that, you know, some portion of it didn't work. And I'll later realize it's because the density of their flour, for instance, was soaking up a lot more liquid than it was with mine. And so an experienced home cook can typically, you know, use their eye and be able to figure out what's missing, what needs adjusting. But that's just the beauty of cooking.
I'm definitely not good at that. Okay, I see what you're doing. I feel like I'm on track over here. Definitely never made this cook before.
Make sure that you're using your whisk to just get all the little bits.
Yes.
You don't want any clumps.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So again, I love this because very minimal dishes.
Yeah.
All right. So our final step is adding the baking powder. And just a little tip for everyone, with luhuh, it's very finicky in the sense that, you know, getting that air and those beautiful bubbles. And so my aunt always tells me, at the beginning of Ramadan, try to buy a fresh container of baking powder and yeast. So I actually bought a fresh one today, but
I have an old one in the fridge. How much baking powder?
So we're gonna do 2 teaspoons of baking powder.
Yes, ma'am.
2 teaspoons.
Get that nice and fluffy.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
1, 2. So initially, we're just going to give this a mix by hand.
Okay.
And then we're going to shift over to our immersion blender. Like, so for me, I live in a small window. I don't have a ton of kitchen equipment. I don't have a Vitamix or a big blender. I have this and it works perfectly fine. So I want to show everyone that you don't have to have all these fancy gadgets. Traditionally, they would have beat this by hand, would have taken forever, but what we have found is that using a beater like this actually incorporates a beautiful amount of air. So I'm actually going to zip this for about 2 to 3 minutes, so it will create noise, but I'm going to go ahead and do that, okay?
Okay, awesome. I'm going to be with you, so we're doing it at the same time. Here.
And be careful not to splatter too much, so make sure that your blender is actually in the liquid.
Oh my God. Okay, here we go. I know I'm so great about that. See, we don't have to have a whole lot of money. To help feed an individual for 30 days. Amazing.
Something?
No, I just love it. I just love it. It's so frothy. It's so frothy, I'm dead. Frothing along. Okay, let's do this. Keep doing this.
Okay, so I'll give you guys a closer look at what mine looks like. You can see a beautiful amount of froth. Sometimes, depending on your yeast and your baking soda, you may feel like it's not as frothy, and you may want to give it another 2 minutes. So if you do have a blender where you typically blend soups or make smoothies, probably a lot easier because you don't have to keep holding something. So another tip is, as we set up our cooking station, we can let this set aside because now the baking powder and the yeast are doing their job, and so it'll continue to fluff up a little bit more. So just keep your immersion blender on the side while you set up everything else.
Okay. Putting blending immersion blender away.
Yes.
Ready for the next step to. Oh, we're doing it. Here we go.
All right, so a few things before we start. You want to set up an area where your dough is going to cool down. So you can either use paper towels or clean kitchen towels. I'm going to use kitchen towels so that I'm not wasting.
Okay, I'm also going to follow you. Guide here, kitchen towels to not waste. Oh, this one has a hole in it.
Some people like to only use paper towels because of the absorbency, but I found that
girl, that's not good for the environment.
They work perfectly fine.
Okay. Mine has, look how much I save things. Mine's got a big old rip in here. Nothing wrong with that. Still does its towel job. You know what I'm saying? All right.
I've got my towels laid out.
Okay, and what's the heat like on this?
Okay, so this is where you have to finesse it. And
I'm not good at that.
And I even write on my blog that it's very normal for your first luhuh to either burn or turn out funky because the pan is still adjusting to the heat and to your mixture. So I'm going to turn this on. Let me just get plugged in.
I don't know if I did this right. I just know from your video it's supposed to be big bubbles. If it's big bubbles, you know you're doing it right. If it's small bubbles, you're in trouble.
Exactly. All right, so I always recommend starting with a medium to low heat. You don't want to go too hot. And then you'll learn with your pan kind of what's the best scenario for it. If you have an older pan that has a lot of skid marks, it's already gotten scratched up just with typical use. Unfortunately, you won't get a beautiful luhuh that way. So I always recommend either using a pan that you dedicate to things like crepes and luhuh and pancakes.
Yes.
Or, try to make sure that you are either using maybe an electric griddle and make smaller luhuhs. Because like I said, if there are any nicks in your pan, you won't get good results. So,
oh man,
we're heating this up. And what's nice about this is you don't need any oil or butter, any non-stick, Tefal, crepe pan, regular pan is going to work. Today, I'm not using my fancy crepe pan. I'm just using a regular pan. I have my ladle here.
Yeah, I'm using my everyday pan, and I just want to say I'm not doing a great job here. That's for sure. This first luhuh is very mumtaz. No.
Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys.
Oh, actually, maybe.
You wanna leave it and don't touch it.
Don't touch it. Don't touch
all the liquid has dried. So I'm going to demonstrate with the first one.
Please watch her, guys. She's the expert. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So after you feel like your pan is nice and hot, you want to very gently add the luhuh batter. Notice how my ladle is very close because I want it to disperse nicely and evenly. And try to keep track of how many ladles you're putting in. So I'm going to start off with about 2 ladles.
Okay.
And I'm not going to touch this until the entire surface has dried up. So I'm going to get you guys a little bit closer so that you can take a look. And for those of you who want to rewatch, I have a high definition video on YouTube that shows even more detail.
I watched it. It was so good.
So as you can see, what's starting to happen is these little bubbles are starting to show. And you don't want to move your pan because you don't want to impact the rims of the luhuh.
Got it.
And I'm also not going to touch it until I'm 100% confident that I can take a peek and check if the browning.
This is how not to do it. That's how to do it. Don't watch this. Watch that. This is the worst.
That's okay. Like I said, we can always anticipate the first one to need a little bit of help, but it's okay.
Oh my God, a little bit of help. Why am I? You're not even supposed to do what I'm doing right now, which is turn it, right? You're just supposed to keep it on one side.
Notice I haven't touched my pan once. I haven't messed with it. I'm just keeping a close eye on how this is developing. If you are on a stovetop with like a gas stove, I've seen people kind of tilt it and get it close to the heat. You can do that, but honestly, I find that this is the most foolproof way to do it. If your pan is larger than your gas stove's fire, just turn it around slightly and make sure all the sides are getting an equal amount of heat. As you can see, the dry bits are cooking through. I want to make sure that these wet areas are also drying 100%, and I won't touch it until it all dries up. So it does require some patience.
I had to throw my first one into the garbage. All right, let's do this again.
Once you become a pro with this, you can set up your cooking station with 2 pans and kind of go at it quickly, similar to when you make pancakes. Yeah. Or once you get the hang of it, you can make your luhuh and then work on something else because it does require some patience. So as you can see, these paler parts are still wet. Okay. It's not ready yet. And
Do you ever cover it? I know you had said that if you want to steam it a little bit. No?
Sometimes if I feel like I put too much batter.
Yes, that's how I feel.
But I honestly, the times don't. You don't want your luhuh to be too thick, because then it can have a gummy consistency.
Yeah.
Yeah. So think
That's
of
what that other one looked like.
why
Yeah.
it's nice.
It looked like a taban gummy bear.
But it's dry.
It looked like a really sad
thin.
gummy bear. I threw it away. Don't tell anyone.
Okay. So as you can see, it's taking me a little bit longer because I'm still adjusting the heat, and I don't want to
Burn it
or undercook it. And if you're using an electric stove top, like I said, it'll take some finesse. So it all just depends. Be patient with yourself. You have plenty of batter, and luckily, if you mess it up, you can just start over.
I feel like this is already a lot better than my first one.
Okay, that's good. So the goal is, once the entire top has completely dried up and you see these little bubbles, just take your spatula and check the edges.
Okay.
So what you're looking for is, you're trying to take a peek and see if it has browned.
Right.
And by brown, I'm looking for a very consistent, beautiful tan color, like a pancakey color. We don't want it to be pale. If it's pale, that means it's going to taste gummy.
No.
So it needs to
We're
brown.
not looking for that. That's gross.
So we want it to brown up.
So while you're doing that, I want to talk a little bit about just the food packets that are going out to everyone here in the Feed Our World program with Pen and Peel USA. Pretty incredible. The food packs include things that are specific to the country, like pasta, rice, lentils, tomato sauce, sugar, oil, black flour, and hummus if you're from Lebanon, for example, and you're getting one of these food packs. And we operate in so many different countries throughout the world: Lebanon, Malawi, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Yemen, Central African Republic, Bangladesh, Cameroon, Syria, Pakistan, India, Palestine, Sudan, and Somalia, including right here in the United States. Oh my gosh, we're about to, is it?
You see that color?
Really,
you see that color?
So good, mashallah. Yes, I see that.
So now I'm just going to use my spoon to gently transfer it on. And you don't want to touch the top because it's still going to be a little,
Mine's kind of
touch. So
see?
That's it.
What do you think, Amjad?
Much better. Yours, yeah, that looks much better. Yes.
Still kind of gummy. Sorry, my sons just came home. They're having a ball in the back.
With my next one.
And when you have kids, subhanAllah, you know that how important it is to make sure that they're well fed. And by giving to these programs, you are helping another child be fed. Each food pack can feed 5 to 6 individuals, and it's so little. It's so little of a contribution on your part and such a big impact. Only $1.50 per meal for somebody, and you can buy 30 meals for someone at $45 to feed them for the entire month. You can, subhanAllah, change someone's entire trajectory, help them break their fast, help join in that blessing and that barakah, and to take care of children, to make sure that these children have, a place that they know will give them nutritious, good food. 60 meals are just $90. 90 meals are $135. 180 meals are $270. And finally, for 365 meals, to give someone a meal a day, it's just $540. Please go out there and give blessing. Be grateful for what you have by purifying your wealth, by being generous, and by finding in your heart to try to sign up for a monthly donation so that people know where their food is coming, that their food secure in places that are so food insecure. Obviously we're doing a delicious Yemeni dish here, and we know that Yemen has gone through a tremendous amount of turmoil, subhanAllah, in the past 5 years. Help us stand with our Yemeni families, with our Yemeni brothers and sisters, to give them more benefit of this food stability. We have here over 396 packages were given out to 2,376 Yemenis. And you can feed the people of Somalia. 82 packages have been already distributed to help 574 individuals in Sudan, 200 packages to 200 families in Bangladesh, 340 packages to over 2,000 individuals. And we're delivering, subhanAllah, a total of 4,300 food packages, assisting over 23,000 people worldwide. Pretty incredible.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. Okay, I think this luhuh is done.
Nice. So one thing I wanted to note to people is that luhuh is really meant to be eaten at room temperature.
Okay.
And so the reason we're laying them out flat,
They got to completely
the
cool.
bubble side up, is because we want to allow them time to cool down on their own. You do not want to fold them over, overlap them, do anything.
I gave myself
them.
hesed. I just want you to know that I had it and then I lost it. Okay? Just want you to know. This is what has happened.
That's okay.
No, this is so hard to do. Oh my God. All right, cool. I guess
so. Don't use your spatula to try and get it out.
Okay.
You remember how I kind of slid it out of the pan onto the towel?
Yes. Okay. I'll try. Oh.
That's what, and I'll demonstrate that in about 2 minutes once my second luhuh is ready.
Something is going on.
This just needs patience and, you know. Notice I'm barely even touching it. I'm just twisting it around to make sure that it's getting an even amount of heat and checking to see that that's happening.
Okay, and so we want to, like, if there's wet pieces, you want to do what I'm doing maybe here now to sort of get it all around.
Well, that may mean that you're putting too much batter. So like I said, you just want an even amount of batter.
All right.
And yeah.
I'm doing everything wrong. Can we just change my session to what not to do?
That's okay. Really, what you're going through is what I went through the first time I made it. It's kind of like crepes. People rarely get it right on the first try.
That's true.
But you just have to be, you know.
Thanks for making me feel better. I love you. Thanks, Amjad.
Right.
Amjad, you have now 2, and I have exactly 0. If
you had one that was pretty good.
It was, wasn't it? At some point.
I thought so.
It smells burned now. I'm just so upset. I'm trying so hard. Okay, I see the technique. Okay.
See how
loosen it up, and then
you just slide it. Yes,
got it.
You slide it into your. So here I can see. Okay. Mine just wanted 30 more seconds in here.
Oh, that was so bad.
And see, this is where having a well-maintained pan is very important. I used to always struggle, and my mom eventually told me, "Mashi ma yinfash." You can't use a pan that's, you know,
dedicated to other things. It has to be a great one.
If you're unable to loosen it and do this, that means it's probably working against you. So again, see how I'm using the spatula to just. There we go.
Oh my God, mashallah. I'm so proud of you for being a wizard. This is a lot harder than it looks, guys.
I'm going to use a small pan just to show that you can do it in a smaller, cute size. So I'm going to heat this one up.
Okay. This looks a lot more like yours now. I'm doing better.
And I'm actually just going to use my own.
Okay, Bubba. Okay. Thank you so much, Amjad. I'm getting so hungry. It smells so delicious.
It does. To me, it smells like Ramadan because this is one of the last things my mom will prepare before futur so that it's nice and fresh.
Yes.
But also what's nice about luhuh is that you'll make it the first day and enjoy it with kind of what I described, the Yemeni tahawig wal hamra as a dipping bread. And then the following day, we'll store it. So that night, what we'll do, and I'm going to get down here so you guys can see what's happening. We'll wrap it in paper towels and in a Ziploc, stick it in the fridge, and then the next day, use it to make the shufut. And I'm going to include the shufut link so that everyone can go check that recipe out. So it's a dish that can be used for leftovers and nothing absolutely goes.
Thank you so much, Amjad. This is so beautiful. This has been such an incredible experience. You can check out more of Amjad and Hussein at sifta.safar on Instagram and on YouTube. She has this entire video in high definition. Obviously, I was unable to do that amazing. What? Allahu Akbar. MashaAllah, la quwwata illa billah. She's so good. This is the delicious luhuh, the Yemeni pancake that is ready for dipping in any and all of your most delicious savory foods. And please don't forget to give families the opportunity to be able to make nutritious food like this, to have flour, to have access to sugar, to tea, to just basic staples that we all take for granted. We need your help. The Feed Our World program needs your support. So please take a look at it. For just $1.50 a meal, you can help transform someone's day and give them food security. We love you all. Thank you so much, Amjad.
Thank you for having me. I hope everyone enjoyed the recipe, and thank you for considering giving sadaqah through Penny Appeal.
Thank you, honey. Wow. And look, I had already making chicken karai here.
Hold up.
Waiting.
Huda was telling me that sounds so good, mashallah. Will go nicely with it. Just take time, use up the rest of your batter, and it'll be good.
Here it is. Okay, are you ready?
Well, check it. Is it brown? It needs a little bit more.
More? Okay.
Yeah. Don't be scared to burn it.
Don't be scared to burn it.
It's okay. You're looking for like a nice.
Yeah. Yours is browner.
Brown. Yeah.
Brown Town is the best sound. Thank you so much, guys. Have an amazing Ramadan and a blessed, safe Ramadan to you and your family. Amjad, I hope, inshallah, that Allah answers all of the dua of your family and gives you all manifold blessings for gifting your time and showing that generosity of spirit.
Thank you.
Everybody. You're about to see it. Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Ramadan Kareem. We are here with the Cooking to Feed Our World program with the telethon for Penny Appeal USA. So excited to be cooking with my Egyptian sister Amina, aka Meals with Amina. You can check her out and her very delicious recipes that I have tried personally, so I can say they're legit, so delicious. Her chocolate chip cookies come like with rave reviews. Her bang bang shrimp, her lasagna, and today we are making the pink pasta. I'm so excited. You can check out her food blog and make sure you follow her on Instagram. Hey, Amina, welcome to the program.
Hey, Yazguru. Hi, Yasmin.
I'm so excited to be here with you.
Me too.
It's about celebrating our blessings, making sure that we are making food together, warming our hearts together, but remembering also the people who can't necessarily make food on their own, don't have the resources, and we are here to fill that gap, to rise to the occasion, and to help transform people's lives, to get them out of cyclical poverty and food insecurity. So, alhamdulillah, Penny Appeal USA has been doing this, and you really are the difference in Lebanon, Malawi, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Yemen, the Central African Republic, Bangladesh, Cameroon, Syria, Pakistan, India, Palestine, Sudan, Somalia, and right here in the United States. So, let's talk, Amina, about what our first thing we have to do to make this delicious blush pasta.
I'm ready for you. Okay, I'm so excited to be a part of this. We're going to make something super duper easy for everyone who is working constantly or just is so tired of being in the kitchen. We're going to make something that is so delicious. You're going to put it in your cycle once a week at least.
I love it.
Making blush pasta.
So yummy.
So, it's just a little bit of tomato paste, a little bit of cream sauce, and pasta. So we're ready to go. Whenever you're ready, let's list. I'll go through the ingredients real quick. So the first thing we need is we need about 4 to 5 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna crush them. I know you have that already ready.
Crush.
Great. I'm gonna crush them. I like to use a hand. You know those hand ones where you just like keep pulling. Look, you just pull.
Oh, I love that.
It crushes it right away. So while I'm doing that,
hand processor. I've never even seen that in my life. That's so cool.
You know, sometimes I like to work my biceps early.
So. Yeah, girl. Sometimes you are flexing hard.
Not with this quarantine, but So what we're gonna do first, I'm just gonna bring down my camera just a little bit.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the garlic.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna crush it. So the easiest way, guys, is to put your knife against the garlic and then just play around with it, and then it'll come right off. So
I love that.
Just like that. And I'm gonna stick it in the hand processor.
Hand processor.
Process food. And we're just gonna crush our garlic just like that. So I know you have yours done.
Yeah. It smells
we
so
also
delicious.
have a 1/4 cup of tomato paste measured.
Okay.
I don't love measuring, guys, so I
That's
just.
because you're Arab. If you're Arab, measurement is not our jam, but we
What's
do
a measurement?
We just do it for the Americans out here.
This is usually a measurement. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna keep going really fast.
Yes.
We're also gonna need a pint of heavy cream, and we're matching today. We have
Yes.
heavy cream.
Woo! Aldi.
Super psyched.
Immigrants. Beautiful dream. Yes.
It's $1.75 at Aldi, guys. This
Incredible.
is not a plug.
Incredible.
Red pepper flakes for
Aldi's
spice.
not giving us money. They should. Okay. Red pepper
Yes.
flakes. Got it.
But you don't have to add a lot. I know you're adding spice, so
I got
you don't
the
have to add
kids.
more.
Yeah. Gotta be careful with the kiddos. Yeah.
Okay, and if you have some dried oregano.
Yes. Oh,
already-
I forgot that. Yes. I gotta
Okay,
get that.
go get that. Go grab that.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
So as we go, you can pick your favorite pasta. I like burrito top pasta. I don't know how to pronounce it. Penny is great.
I think it's better.
rigatoni.
Everyone knows that.
I like farfalle. I don't know how to say it. We both do. Are we Italian? I don't get it.
I don't know. We're definitely probably creating an international incident. Let's do this.
Exactly. So, you're also gonna need butter. I love butter.
Ooh, I love butter.
I love butter. So,
Okay.
one of the key things in this recipe, though, is that we don't want anything to burn. Yes.
Okay, got it.
Anything, if it burns, it'll taste bitter. So we don't want anything to burn in this recipe. So you just gotta be careful with your heat.
Yes, ma'am.
You and I both have water right now boiling,
Yes.
which is exciting.
Yes.
So
That's
that's
boiling in the pot, and Amina's is boiling so that she can get her pasta ready.
yeah, exactly. So I'm just gonna drop these 4 cloves into this hand processor, and I'm gonna work my biceps. So
Yeah, girl. And by the
don't
way,
mind me.
because I'm a little bit crazy, I put in 7 cloves. 1 clove on the edge. Oh, you so strong. Yes. Tell those garlics who's boss.
Huh?
You tell those garlic cloves who's boss.
Exactly, right? Just take out your frustration from work,
Oh,
from
yeah.
the guy you were talking to.
Oh,
from
God. Remember that
sleepless
guy?
nights.
That guy that ghosted you right there. in that
Yeah,
hand.
right here.
Boom.
It's all in here.
Process those feelings.
So guys, it's all in here, all crushed, ready to go. So we're
Delicious.
set. We're set. We can actually put this to the side right here. I always love using one of these spatulas. These rubber spatulas give me life. They take
are
everything
life.
out.
Truly. I've got one right here. Mine's green. Hers is yellow.
Yeah. Oh my God, mine's yellow. Yeah, cute.
Yeah.
So, all right. Basically, we have all our aromatics ready to go.
Okay.
Now we can talk measurements for sure, but you're gonna give this a little bit of love. And the key here, Yasmin, since we're all fasting today,
Yeah.
that when we make the sauce, we are not gonna automatically put the pasta right in.
Got
We're
it.
gonna keep it to the side because like 5 minutes before iftar, I want you to add in the pasta.
Got it.
That's hot, it's creamy, it's delicious.
Oh my
It's
God.
not
That's
just
a
sitting there.
great hack. I love that trick, Amina.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you are not going to add it. And also, right before you add your pasta, right before iftar, we're not adding salt.
Got it.
We're going to wait on the salt because what I want you guys to do is taste it. So
Yes.
while they're praying Maghrib, ladies, you could just add a little bit of salt. Your salt will be perfect. They'll be like, oh man, how do you get this perfect every single time? You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh my God. Another trick. What are you, a genius?
So many tricks. So many tricks. All
I
right.
don't know. Tricks are for kids. Apparently, they're also for Amina. Love it. Thank you for that. So while Amina's getting her water ready, guys, I want to talk a little bit about the food that we are distributing through Penny Peel USA, through the food packs that you at home are helping make a reality. SubhanAllah, each one of these packs feeds an average family of 5 to 6 members, and that small food pack can last for 10 days. SubhanAllah, each meal is coming in at about $1.50 per meal to feed someone. So that means that you can feed someone for 30 days for just $45. And think about that recurring monthly donation that you could give to make sure that someone eats for a whole month for $45 each month that you put away. $45 doesn't even cover your triple play. It's not even covering your internet bill. And the $1.50 per meal, that's not even a latte. You can't even get half a latte for that. I mean, seriously. So I want you to dig deep this Ramadan and try your best to support these countries that really need our support for food packs, including here in the United States. So we distribute these food packs throughout the Middle East, Africa, Asia, and right here at home as well. And subhanAllah, the amount of food packages that have already been distributed is over 4,300 food packages, assisting over 23,000 people. So your small $45, is actually making a huge impact in the world. Thank you, Amina.
Of course. Okay, so I just want to make sure that you can see me because we're about to do some stuff.
Okay.
Okay, great. So guys, now what we're doing is we have our boiling water right over here. So I just take my camera and move over here. So you got your boiling water, which is great. I like to cover it first, and then I uncover it. It makes it super easy. Drop your pasta in here and let it start getting into the sauna.
Love it. The sauna. Go ahead.
Sauna, just like they're having a bath. Oh, but before you do that, they're having a salt bath, right? So you want your water to taste like the sea. So you want a lot of salt in there. Don't worry.
Seasoned in there, tastes like the sea. Do you put olive oil in your water, Amina, or no?
What'd you say?
You put olive oil in your water?
No. So the key is if you mix right when you drop it, you'll never have sticky rice, like sticky pasta. So it won't stick. But by the way, Yaz, I love pasta. It is the key to my heart.
Oh, yes, girl.
I am Egyptian, but I feel like there's some sort of Italian in me.
Oh, absolutely. And all Egyptians love pasta.
Exactly.
That we love pasta and rice so much, we mix it up and call it kuchari. Exactly. We're like, you know what would be really good with this rice? Some pasta.
Some pasta? Yeah, exactly. You know what would be great with this pasta and rice? Some lentils. Let's have some more carbs.
Exactly. Can we make it super, super, super saucy too? Just saucy, filling food. I love Egyptian food.
Yeah, we're going to drop it and we're going to mix right away. Okay?
Yeah, got it.
In this situation, it will not stick. All right? So we're going to keep it on medium, high. Now,
yeah, go ahead.
No problem. While we're doing this, y'all, we're going to get our sauce ready. So I'm using this, and we're going to just put it on medium heat.
Okay, medium heat.
Whenever you're ready.
You started?
Yeah. So I started, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop my half stick. So I have a half stick of butter right here.
Half stick, got it.
Yeah. And I'm going to drop it in.
Here we go.
Alrighty. So we're going to just drop it in and let it get all nice and melty. Here's when we're going to get, I like this lighting better. Sorry, guys. Here's when we're going to get.
I like Kerrygold butter myself, but that's because I'm fancy.
I love Kerrygold. Kerrygold is my favorite.
So delicious.
So once you get that going, we're going to be ready. Yeah?
I'm ready.
Great. What? Yeah, so we're just going to get our butter. This is a very easy recipe. I love it.
Yeah, and I wanted to say to the audience, I pre-boiled my pasta because we eat brown rice pasta in this house because we're health nuts. No,
yeah, I love it. Oh my God, I take care of my body. It's so much.
I take care of my body so I can be like a really strong.
Is that regular pasta? I don't eat regular pasta.
Oh my God, regular pasta.
Is that what you do?
Yeah.
All right, so I kind of want to give you just like an inside. We're going in here. And this is where we're gonna fill our aromatics. Of course, I pick the heat of the pan that is the lowest. I don't know why, but it's live, y'all. We're doing it live.
Well, that's it, guys.
Exactly.
Sometimes we make mistakes that we don't understand, but we're gonna roll up the punches.
So exactly. So next step is we are going to add our oregano.
Yes.
Our red pepper flakes.
But how much oregano, Amina? How much?
All right, we're gonna go half teaspoon, maybe even a teaspoon if you love it. So just a little bit goes a long way, Yasmin.
Okay, Mish.
Yeah, exactly. So I just want to make sure y'all can see that. Of course, the pot is the thing that we're seeing.
Would it be okay if we did the oregano flakes, or does it have to be ground oregano? That's what I want to ask you.
Oh no, you do oregano. This thing, oregano leaves.
Oh, okay, leaves. Good. All right.
Yeah. So guys, I don't really measure. But I'm just gonna take it
Costco style from here. Got it.
Yep. I don't know. Can you see it? Can you see my palette? Yeah, I'm just gonna.
I can like see it. Yeah.
I'm gonna drop it. Drop it in there.
Okay, good. We're in.
Here. Okay. And then we're gonna, beautiful. You're good?
Yeah.
So we can't really taste the pasta, but 10 minutes al dente. Go with the package, right?
Got it.
Now the key before you do anything, once this thing is boiling, what I want you to do is save a 1/4 cup of your pasta water. That has all the starch, and it's also gonna make your your sauce very creamy. You know what I mean? You drained it, didn't you? You'll be fine. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. For all those people who are not Yasmin in love.
Please do it right. Follow what she said.
It's okay. It's all right. It's okay. We're all about innovation.
It's gross. That's the key to making this delicious.
We're all about innovation here.
Okay, got it.
Okay, great. So next up, what we're going to do is we're going to add our red pepper flakes. Now, this is to your discretion, right? If you like it spicy, you can add a whole teaspoon. If you don't and you have kids, omit it. If you want a little bit, add half. But we're going to add it in this step. And the reason why we're going to add it in this step, what we're doing right now is we're infusing flavor in our butter.
Yummy.
So this section or step is pretty important. The main key here is we don't want to burn anything.
Okay,
so keep that in mind when we're trying to
don't burn anything. She said that in the beginning, guys. Don't burn anything.
Don't burn anything.
Watch me burn something right away.
Yeah, I love this setting more. Okay.
Yes, girl.
Yeah, okay. So great. So what we're gonna do now is that's in the pan.
Yeah.
Now we're just going to add our garlic. Now I want you to make sure that garlic doesn't
burn. Doesn't burn.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna add my garlic in here. And I have 4 cloves that are just, minced. You can chop them if you want. You can crush them. Viewer discretion is advised. So we're just gonna drop it in there.
Yeah, you say fasting discretion is advised because once that garlic hits that butter, oh my god.
That's it. You got like 60 seconds, guys.
60 seconds before you really decide, who am I fasting for? Am I fasting for God or what's happening? Why am I doing this again? You start questioning every decision you've ever made.
Exactly. So right here, we're good. You went about 60 seconds in. Everybody has their tomato paste.
Yes.
Okay. I'm using Hunt's, not endorsed. We are just, you can use whatever you want.
I'm using Aldi brand, everyone, just because I want Aldi to sponsor us one day.
I wish, man.
I'm an immigrant. So yeah, girl.
Yes. I love anything that's $1. Okay, great. So guys, ready? We're just going to drop it in and it's a 1/4 cup.
Okay.
I'm just going to add the whole entire thing. If you wanted a little bit more red, you can add this whole entire 6 ounce of tomato paste in here. Yaz, how you doing?
I'm good. I just was about to break something. Just ignore that.
Oh, I love that. Sometimes there are accidents in the kitchen. That's good. Okay, guys. So what's happening here is we just want to toast our tomato paste just a little bit because it's important to get everything kind of up to temperature.
Got it.
And we are going to focus on salting every single step. So we're almost halfway there, basically. Okay. So now we have our tomato paste in the pan. You could use
how's your pasta doing?
Oh, my pasta's good. It's boiling. Yeah, thanks for asking.
Just wanted to keep you on
my toes. I love it.
Man.
Yeah, it can go for a little bit more, maybe a couple minutes. So guys, right here we got the saucepan going.
Yes.
We're going to then get it nice and toasty.
And Amina, we want to toast the garlic before we put in the
tomato paste. Yeah. Yes. Because what you want is you want to cook it out a little bit. You don't want that harsh garlic flavor in your pasta right away, right?
Got it.
So we're just bringing this tomato paste up to temp.
Okay.
And also what we're going to do in this step. Oh, by the way, Yasmin, do you do this when you're cooking?
All the time.
Oh my God, me too. All right.
It's in our blood.
What we're going to do, guys, is we're going to take our salt. This salt is sea salt. So if you're using the iodized salt, be very careful. I'm just gonna put it in my hands first.
I'm using my pink Himalayan salt. Okay, so just a pinch?
Yeah, just a pinch. We want to season whatever's in our pan right now.
Got it.
Okay? And then we're gonna just keep mixing.
Of course, I just want to do a quick break here. This is in a grape leaves jar because I'm an immigrant. I reuse, okay?
I love it. We had the same thing. Wait, hold on.
Okay, this is
I just want to let you know something.
You guys need a real salt container.
Hey, Yasmin, is this really Noosa yogurt? No, this is where we hold old oil.
Yes. Reuse, reduce, recycle, baby.
Exactly.
Do.
All right, Yasmin, I'm ready for the next step when you are.
Okay, I'm ready too. Okay, I have my
great. So we're gonna get our twin Aldi ice cream.
Okay, excited. Okay.
Right? And we're just gonna drop the whole thing in there.
Oh man, that looks so delicious.
Okay, guys, and what's gonna happen now is the white mixes with red, and guess what? You get blush.
Blush. It makes blush pink, baby.
Yes. So, like I was telling you, guys, before, we're not really gonna add any more salt to this because what's gonna happen is this is pre-iftar, right? I really don't know how much salt is gonna be the best amount. Yeah. So what I like to do is, and this is a hack that I just told Yasmin previously in the video, I like to keep my sauce and my pasta separate right up until iftar. And then once iftar hits and the event goes off, I taste my sauce, I add salt as needed, I drop my pasta in, it's nice and hot for everybody to enjoy.
So delicious.
Yeah. So we're just gonna keep mixing it until the clumps of the tomato paste is gone.
Okay.
You have this smooth, nice, rich sauce. Here's the thing. Let's say you have multi things you're going to make today. You're going to make chicken cutlets next to this sauce. You're going to make something else. You could put this on low and just have it go on the side for half hour, whatever you want. It's a fast sauce, but you can also keep it on the fire for a while.
Okay.
And just keep doing you know?
Man, this looks so delicious, mashallah.
By the way, this is like one of the easiest things ever. And it just helps with the week. It's such a tough week all the time. So it's like,
yeah, it looks like a restaurant quality dish.
Oh, what? So I'm just mixing now here. And like, as you see, the color keeps changing, right?
Why do you want to go to Cheesecake Factory? You can go to Amina's kitchen.
Wow, come to my factory.
Come to her meals.
By the way, my factory is cruelty-free. Everybody, it's like safe. Like nobody's gonna get
safe. It's not vegan. We can't pretend. Yeah. Also, we want to have energy. Okay, guys? It's Ramadan. Let's do this.
My pasta's good. Guys, this is a really, really important step. What I'm gonna do now, y'all, is I'm gonna take a measuring cup.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna drop it in my boiling pot.
Okay.
And preserve some of that starch water. This stuff is the juice that's going to keep it all nice and creamy and smooth.
That's what's going to make it amazing. And
we're just going to put it to the side like that. I'm going to drain my pasta over here. Yaz, let me know what step you're on.
Yeah, I'm just on the saucing because as you know,
I love it. I love it. So on medium heat, just keep mixing until you get a smooth situation. Yeah, what's going to happen here is we're going to want to simmer. Right? So we're going to want this thing to go up to speed, up to the heat that we are recommended to have. And we're just going to let it kind of simmer. Now, look, every time you keep mixing this thing, it gets deeper and deeper.
Yeah, it gets pinker and pinker. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's like the best. It's my favorite thing in the world. Now, this, guys, I came to this recipe because I was like, yo, I'm done seeing people eat penne vodka. And I can't have it. Oh, we're making
that pink sauce without any vodka, babies.
Yes.
I love it.
We're keeping it halal, y'all.
Alcohol free is the way to be.
Exactly. So
what's the temperature on this for simmer? Do we go like to low?
Yeah, you can keep it on low, but for the sake of this video, we're probably going to keep it on medium, right?
Got it.
Yeah. So I'm just going to bring my pasta back. Let's give it a nice wash. Okay. And the reason why you add just a little bit water to your pasta is you want to stop the cooking process.
Right. So it's not mushy.
Nobody wants soggy pasta.
Nobody wants that except my husband and children.
Ew. Wait, please don't tell me Haider loves.
They like that processed Chef Boyardee pasta situation. Every family is different, and mine is unique.
Overcooked pasta, Yasmin.
They don't like al dente pasta. My whole family.
Just call me.
My whole family cringes and cries over this issue that we have.
We can save it.
My mom and dad are like, I'm sorry, what kind of pasta? You want a mushy? You're gonna eat the mushy oatmeal? Or
no!
Which one is it? And my husband's like, what do you mean?
Oh, by the way, your mom is hilarious.
Thank you.
I love her. Oh, guys, I forgot. We need to add some black pepper to this.
Oh, yes, let's add some black pepper. Oh, you forgot the black pepper. That's true.
You just drop it in, you know? This pasta, there's no wrong or right answer here.
Okay, I love it. Okay, so probably, would you say maybe a quarter teaspoon?
Yeah, sure. To your liking. I just mixed. Just you saw me like that. Quarter teaspoon, go ahead.
Yeah.
And you know what? Yes, what's the worst that's going to happen, right?
Nothing. Add some more.
Just add some more later.
You want some more.
Yeah.
I love it. You're right.
It's not hard, you know?
Go under rather than over, right?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, nice. Okay, beautiful. So you see this beautiful color right here?
Yes.
This is the color that I wanted at. Now, because it's 6 o'clock, 6:15 over here, and for the sake of television, what we're going to do is we're going to add some salt to this step. All right?
Okay.
So what I would do is I would add, like we added like half a teaspoon going. I add another half.
Okay, got it.
To this dish.
Okay.
And then here's the easy step, y'all.
Easy step, y'all. I like easy.
I love easy. So the easy step here is we're just gonna mix.
Back to my jar.
Right. And as we're thickening up the situation over here, I got my pasta water.
Oh.
I'm gonna drop about a quarter cup in here.
Delicious. Okay, got it. And you gotta incorporate it slowly.
Yeah. And what's gonna happen is I'm gonna wait for it to simmer a little bit more.
Okay.
Thicken up.
Okay, love it.
Okay. Now, what if you want, and this is your dish, you're responsible for it, and this is whatever you want to do, y'all.
Yeah.
You want to add some Parmesan cheese at the end?
Oh. You mean from Aldi? Oh
my God, wait. Hold on. I'm going to look at mine and see if I have it. And if you also, guys, would like to add some parsley to this, some basil, fresh basil, do not add the crushed one. I don't like it. Then be my, look at you. Look at you. I'm proud of you.
I'm ready. Allah. It's definitely cilantro. Don't tell her.
Okay, do not tell anybody that.
Don't tell her.
For the sake of television.
I'm an Egyptian, so I'm like, cilantro. ما عندناش إحنا ريحان. ما عندناش basil إحنا.
I know, I have basil outside. I just put it in my garden.
I know. I'm saying we have to learn that because it's not in our cooking as Egyptians.
Okay, so guys, do not tell anybody you've added cilantro if you added cilantro. But I'm gonna go give it the Parmesan cheese.
We need to like save face here, and I just want everyone to know, as much fun as we're having here in the kitchen, just remember, alhamdulillah, we are so blessed to have functioning kitchens.
100%.
That we don't live in tents, that we aren't, food insecure. SubhanAllah, one of the amazing things about Ramadan is that it teaches us, as the Quran says, to be mindful of God, to be in a state of elevated consciousness. So I hope that all of us use this time to really like give back and support other people who are not able to find food on their own, who are not able to make ends meet, don't know what they're going to do at the end of the week, how they're going to feed their whole families. You can be the answer to that call. You can be the person who's going to purify your wealth, move through life in a gratitude state. Being in a state of gratitude means that you're in a state of giving. So I hope that we can do that together.
Is it Married Mondays? Because you're dropping just gems.
Everybody, pasta.
So I send the Clorox. Oh, also, are you Arab if you do not have one of these next to your sink?
Yes, girl.
I don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah,
no idea. Especially if it's mixed with other solutions inside. Like
wait, hold on 1 second. Are you Arab if you have this? Do you have this?
Lysol. Oh, I had one of those. Where is it? I threw it away.
You see my palette, guys? Do you guys see it? This is like so this I got from a store. Yeah. Oh, wait, do we have that too? Look.
Oh my God. Yes.
All right, guys. So like we're just gonna keep mixing now. Sometimes so I want to just back to cooking and like food security and stuff like that.
Right. Back to
so the reason why I got into this was because I was cooking for my family all the time, and my mom would just like, leave me at it. So one of these things that I learned over time was like, food doesn't need to be wasted ever. You can always reconstitute it. You can always, leftovers don't have to be disgusting or not something that you guys love. And the biggest reason why I am like so big on leftovers and just using every single piece of food that we have and being grateful for it is because other people don't have it. So like I use the stems of parsley, I use the stems of cilantro, anything that is left over in our vegetables, I make a stock with it. You know, we use the bones of the chicken to make a stock. Like there's so much we can do all the time for this.
Right. Beautifully said.
Now, I have a bubbly deliciousness of a sauce ready to go. My sauce is perfect.
Inshallah.
And
mine's bubbling like that too.
Yeah.
Perfect as yours, but I got some bubble action.
So we're gonna, oh, yours looks great too. Okay, great.
Bubbly.
Wonderful. So now what we're gonna do, Yasmin, I'll do it. You don't have to do it because I want your family.
Yeah, I have to wait until it's hot. Yes.
Yes. I'm gonna drop the pasta down.
Okay.
So I'm gonna drop the pasta in. And we're gonna just okay, great.
Yeah, drop that pasta like she dropped an album. I love it. Yes.
Yasmin, talk about Yas Guru just for a second, if you don't mind. Like, how's that going? Because I miss it.
I know. So I'm doing well. I just released a Love Notes today in my second season.
I love that.
On commitment phobia. I do a little bit of, I just do a little bit of Merry Mondays, no big. I did a Merry Mondays that was super short this Monday because fasting is really, it's hard.
It's hard. This year hit us hard, guys.
Yeah, it's like my kryptonite this year. I didn't realize how good all my other years were until I couldn't function this year, basically.
So guys, look at this pasta. It's easy. It's delicious. This is a dish I swear you would be paying $24, $22 at a restaurant.
Oh, for sure. Take the money out of Cheesecake Factory and put it into your pocket. And
then put it in Penny Appeal USA.
Send it at Penny Appeal USA. That's it. You took the
literally. So this all together right now, this was $1. This is 50 cents. You buy this in bulk. This is like, we could say all these aromatics are $0. 25 cents for the garlic. $1 or 88 cents if you get it at ShopRite for the pasta. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You have under $5. You have a whole entire starch side for your family. So think about that the next time you want to go out, and I understand going out is super fun, or you think about giving to a charity and you're just like, oh, I can't right now. So think about where you can kind of like save that and give to other people who can't afford these kind of things. Like $5 is a lot in other families.
Well, $5 is going to feed at least 2.5 people, because for $1.50 you can feed an entire person. And we can do it for 30 days if you set up a recurring donation of $45. For only $540, you can feed someone for 365 days. It's a whole year of meals.
So for $500, you can feed somebody for a year.
A year.
A year?
I know. And what's so cool about these food packs is that they are 100% tailored to their country. Wow. So, for example, every food pack is tailored, like in India, for example, or in Lebanon, they're going to have different food in their packs. So in Lebanon, they're going to have some rice, they're going to have some canned meat, for example, some tomato sauce. In India, they would have lentils, and dry products, of course, basmati rice, things that are that make sense with, an individual's culture. So
completely agree. And like, who makes a box of things that people don't like? Yeah, I love that. Customize it.
It's like the most beautiful care package. It's a life-saving care package is what it is.
You're saving a life.
You're saving a life.
Is that what you're telling me?
What I'm trying to tell you is that you're saving a life every single day, by the way, by you feeding. She has so many brothers, you guys, Michelle. I've lost count. 4 of them? How many of them? There's 4 men in her home that she feeds on a regular basis. How lucky are they to have you in their life?
How lucky are they? Help me. I want to.
Well, you can help your whole family by making
an exodus.
Blush.
Any mom, guys, any mom.
Like, how do I get off of this ride?
Yeah, like ready to exit.
Anymore.
Yeah, sure. Show me the light at the end of the tunnel. And guys, I make diet for moms who have sons every single day. Daughters, you guys are amazing. They're a blessing on earth. Sons, Rabbina Ma'aki. I love you so much. Rabbina Yhdiki, Rabbina Yhdihom. May Allah help you.
ربنا ينجيكي ربنا بس يساعدك بأي
Exactly.
طريقة.
Wait, yes, one more thing.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you have sons. So the thing is, what's going to happen in the future is you're going to have to hide food. So there will be a place
That's what I hear.
designated for hiding it. So that could be in a cabinet.
I love it. If you watch
that could be in a cabinet, that could be in a closet, that could be under your bed.
I
You will soon realize.
I hide it in the car right now.
Oh, so we've done that.
I hide my food in the car. It's melty. It's gross, but I do it. My aunt from Egypt saw it. She saw this video of me hiding food for my kids underneath their seat, the driver's seat, and she was like, ليه بتعمل كده؟ هم فعلا يعني إيه مشكلتهم? She couldn't understand. She was like, what's their problem?
She couldn't get it. She doesn't know.
She didn't understand. She's like, what do you mean? That why doesn't she just give them the little Debbie snacks? I'm like, because I want them to grow and be
I swear, wallahi, I was about to ask you, were they little Debbie snacks?
Yes.
Yes, Guru's obsessed with little Debbie.
I'm a little obsessed with
wait for you. Okay, so ready, guys? This is it.
Delicious. Thank you so much, Amina, for this delicious blush pasta meal. You can check out so much more, this and so much more at Meals with Amina on Instagram. Follow her. She also has a food blog. She has a website.
Yes.
Drop it. What's your website, girl? What's your website?
Okay, guys, it's www.mealswithamina.com.
Oh my God. Okay, that seems very directly to the point.
Very easy.
It seems.
And then the Insta is at meals.with.amina, which you can see right here.
Yes.
Yaz and I also talk on there. So
yes, we are besties.
We are friends.
We're friends. I reached out to her because I was like, hi, I like you.
I said the same. I was like, hey, I watch you, and I think
I'm like, hey, I've been cooking your shrimp tacos, and I just think that you're really amazing.
Make them, guys.
You guys should make the best freaking shrimp tacos, and you can too.
We
love you. We love you so much. I'm gonna save the pasta. Oh my God, delicious.
Oh my God, what if it fell? Sorry.
No, بعد الشر يا رب.
Okay, we'll make another one, inshallah.
Yeah, actually, it's super simple.
That's okay. Send this to your neighbor, guys. You can give this to your family. You can pre-make it before iftar. This is easy.
And you know the easiest way to feed your neighbor? To buy a food pack through the Cooking to Feed Our World program. And the Feed Our World program with Penny Peel USA. Feed your neighbors. Feed the most vulnerable in society. Alhamdulillah, you guys. You can do this on a monthly donation or a one-time donation. But please make sure you do remember $45 to feed someone for a month. $540 to feed someone for the entire year. You can pay 180 meals worth, which is $270 as well, kind of in the middle price point. I really hope that you leave today with a full heart and a full stomach. We love you so much. Thank you. May Allah protect your family, give you all the best, give you patience with your brothers, and help you get out of there soon. Ameen.
Retweet, girl. Retweet.
Thank you so much, Amina. Salam, guys.
Thank you.
Amazing. Bye,
guys.
Bye.
Ramadan is flying by and your generosity has been incredible so far. Even though we're still stuck at home, it's amazing to see how far your donations have traveled.
Many of you have donated 30 meals for just $45. Those meals have reached families in over 15 countries. Here they are this week in Palestine, on their way to feed your fasting brothers and sisters.
Many of you went even further and donated over 100 meals. Here's some arriving in India, where families are facing the worst COVID-19 outbreak the world has seen. The food you share is one less worry amidst their hardship.
And some of you have given more than you ever have before, feeding hundreds of families because you saw how great the need is. In Yemen, where at least 10 million people are on the brink of starvation, you shared food and you shared hope.
With each day of Ramadan, your donations continue to travel the world and arrive at the doorsteps of families who do not have enough to eat. Because of you, tonight they will.
And we can still do more. Come on, Team Orange. Let's all try to feed one more family today. Visit pausa.org/feedourworld and you can donate 30 meals for just $45.
पेन अमेरिका की तरफ से हमें जो ये राशन मिल रहा है, आप लोगों का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। यहाँ पे कोरोना की वजह से काफ़ी लोग मुतासिर हुए हैं, काफ़ी गरीब लोगों का नुकसान भी हुआ है। मज़दूर जो हैं उनको भी काफ़ी मुतासर है। इन लोगों का बहुत शुक्रिया, इन्होंने बहुत इज़्ज़त से बहुत एहतराम से हमें ये राशन दिया। इन लोगों का बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। अल्लाह पाक इनको अजर दे।
May every grain of rice that you share this month return as blessings to you, multiplied.
This Ramadan,
This Ramadan,
This Ramadan,
you are the difference.
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Thank you so much for watching this whole Penny Appeal USA telethon, Cooking to Feed Our World. We're so excited that you stuck with us this long because I have a very special guest. She's super special. Nope, I still can't see you. Hey, it's my mom. Hey, Hagar.
Hi, how are you?
Assalamu alaikum.
عليكم السلام.
What's going on?
رمضان كريم.
رمضان مبارك حبيبة قلبي. هنعمل ملوخية النهاردة. Today we are going to make ملوخية. ملوخية, okay. مصرية. So let me just explain that the Masri ملوخية is superior to all your other ملوخيas out there.
Different.
Okay? Your ملوخية taste like henna. Our ملوخيas taste amazing.
No, everybody's different.
Okay, you're so sweet. Sorry, Mom. She's like so nice. Just so you guys know what molokhia is, it's not spinach, it's the jute plant. You actually have to get molokhia. We get it from Egypt here. This is a little company called Montana, and it has here, do you want the minced one? Again, please get the minced, not the whole, if you're making Egyptian molokhia, which is basically green glappity gloop. It's a green glappity gloopy soupy. Yeah? Okay? She does not think I'm funny. That's okay. No, Mom, you don't have to, you can't, if I am funny, you don't go, oh, you're funny. You're the worst. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start off with what the ingredients look like for today, and you can see them online. We need about 1.5 pounds of chicken. We're going to need some butter. I used about 2.5 tablespoons because I'm Egyptian and I like it rich. We of course have the 1 pack here of our jute plant, and 1 tomato that we're going to actually put in the food processor. And the key to this is this ground cardamom, freshly ground cardamom. We have this on tap because I'm married to an Afghan and we make tea with this. And also Egyptians make almost everything with this. We love it. And then a tomato, we're actually going to use half of this, and a lemon, we're going to use half a lemon juice. So some other things to think about in terms of the ingredient list is going to come in later, like garlic cloves. How many did we do?
5.
Hagar.
5 or 6.
About 5 or 6 garlic cloves, and we have them in hoon is what it's called, which is a mortar and pestle here. This one's from Masr, and we're going to be booping them. And by we, I mean my mom, with a little bit of salt. That's the trick to keep it nice and sticky. And what else? Coriander seeds. So we have coriander seeds as well, and these are sort of critical to the flavoring. The garlic and the coriander seeds are critical to the flavoring of the molokhia. I like to freshly ground it, so we have the seeds, and you're going to see the grinder grinding them up over here. We have salt and pepper, and then the other 2 essential ingredients in making the soup is bay leaf, which of course is in this repurposed garlic jar. Ignore that. It's for bay leaf. That's what this is. And مسtika, which is Arabic gum. Yes, you can also put green, beautiful cilantro, like basically fresh cilantro. Thanks, Mom. Thanks for helping me. Sometimes I need help with my English. I do. I love you. So fresh green cilantro, you can also include it. And I know other cultures definitely do that, like Surian, the Syrians do that, and some Palestinians as well. It's a new thing. I don't like new. Okay, I like old. I like traditional. Okay, old-fashioned, exactly. Okay, guys, let's start. Here we go. So really, it's in 2 pieces. One is the soup, the chicken-based soup, and then the second piece is going to be the actual molokhia that we're going to dissolve in the chicken stock and the chicken-based soup that we're making. So I've got here that 2.5 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to let it just get melty here. And while that melts, I'm going to talk a little bit about why it's so important to support the Feed Our World program that Penny Appeal USA has so amazingly distributed throughout the world. They've already distributed over 4,300 food packets to over 23,000 people. 1 food packet can feed a family of up to 5 to 6 for 10 days. kind of incredible. And we've given out like 396 packages, for example, in Yemen, war-torn Yemen, with the beneficiaries exceeding 2,300 people. In Pakistan, we've given out 320 packages with a beneficiary of over 2,000 people. Palestine, 225 packages benefiting over 1,500 people. And in India, an India that is being rocked right now, we are praying for India. We hope that India is given a complete relief and a total healing. Oh God, we ask for you in these beautiful days, Ayyam al-Muftariga. Ya Rab, Ya Rab, Ya Rab, Ya Rab, Ishfi, Ishfi, Hind. India, we've distributed 420 packages to a beneficiary of 1,680 people. My mom is now food processing the onion that we cut up just to make it more uniform, because we really want to get this onion ground up into like a paste. Basically, that's the delicious part of the soup, is that yes, go ahead. The delicious part is the liquid. And what she added in here was basically a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of black pepper. Yummy. There it is. A little more, a little more. No, a little more. We're going to disagree a lot. It's going to be fine. أيوة. خليها عشان أحسن حاجة عشان تتطحن جامد. I like it completely paste. All right, let's go. All right, and this butter is ready. You hear that sizzling? Delicious on medium-high heat. We're going to put in the chicken. Yes. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Delicious. And wait, we have to figure out how much, I would say like a half tablespoon. Half a tablespoon. Half a tablespoon of cardamom is added with the chicken. And we're going to shawaha, the Muslim bi'udu, which means to brown the chicken just a little bit. And my mom's adding a little bit more of the black pepper, another basically half teaspoon. We added 2 bay leaves and mastica, about, I would say half a teaspoon of mastica, which is that Arabic gum. 3 pieces, okay. Or 3. Can you add a little bit more or no? No. Okay. I disagree with that. Okay. I feel like محتاجة شوية ماما حبهان تاني يا ماما. I'm gonna add. I know she added. Oh, you added already? Okay. So it's actually a full tablespoon of the ground cardamom, just to give it, because that's the essential part of that soup flavor. We've got about 1.8 liters here of water boiling, and I'm just gonna reboil it here just for effect. And then we have our cardamom ready with a little bit of salt that she added here too. I didn't meant to say cardamom. Sorry, I meant to say coriander seed. The coriander seed is ready to be ground up, but that's going to be for step 2. Just leave it here ready. And I love how she's already got this ready. You're going to put the seeds in here, aren't you? No. I thought you were going to put. Yes. That's what she's ready. After we do this, she's going to put these seeds in here because she doesn't like that I do this. She wants jars. Okay, delicious. SubhanAllah, as we are absolutely enjoying our Ramadans and the ability to break fast, so many people around the world are having difficulty. They are facing immense difficulty, whether it be with COVID-19, whether it be with conflict that is ravaging the area. We want to make sure that they are fed. We want to make sure that no one goes hungry. And we know that when we do that, we are in prophetic guidance and prophetic character. SubhanAllah, in the Quran, it says, be careful of those who do not care about feeding the poor and the hungry, who do not care about feeding. Okay. We put in here again about, this is actually 1 liter. 1 liter of water. 1 liter of boiling water. Now she puts in the onion. This is totally different than the way I do it, but that's okay. I'll accept it. She's amazing. She's better than me. It's okay. All right. Here we go. Onion goes in. That's been processed with the salt and pepper. Yeah, okay, she's going to pulverize a tomato as well. Again, the Egyptians, the original recipe would normally be squeezing the tomato, but because this tomato is a little bit underripe, we are going to actually food process it. Just a little bit, not yani. So we cut the tomato in half here, and because we don't want it to be too red, again, that's not like me, I like it to be super red. But she is smart and doing it authentically. Okay, here we go. And subhanAllah, in this Ramadan, guys, to actually feed someone. Okay, so not totally, but basically, into bits, but not fully processed. Okay, here we go. So chunky, like I like my life to be thick and chunky. Oh yeah, I love Egyptians. Yeah. Bismillah. You can interpret that the way that you want. Okay, I love it. كلها ماما كلها.
هنحط ميه شويه؟
لا عشان بلاستيك مش عايزين نحط ميه فيها. ايوه لا ميه سخنه لا. Bravo. Okay, how long, guys, now? About 15 minutes? Okay, so let's put 15 minutes on the clock. Now, the chicken has to have bones. That's important. Okay, and we got the clock here. So we are waiting here for 15 minutes. So I just want to talk a little bit about how easy it is to feed people this Ramadan. For just $1.50 per meal, you can feed someone. And so that means for $45, you can feed someone for 30 days for an entire month. For $90, you actually can feed someone for 2 entire months at 90 meals. Excuse me, at 60 meals. You can feed someone for 3 months at 90 meals for just $135. $135 is literally just like one of our bills for us. It's like our air conditioning bill. $135. I know it's expensive, but I could feed someone for 3 months instead of, just necessarily thinking about my heating and cooling. I can actually feed someone. So now we're going to, yeah, thanks, Mom. I have trouble with English. We're going to grind up I use a coffee grinder here to do this, but you can use for spices, the coriander seed. How much more do you think totally? Maybe 3 tablespoons? No, a little less? No, 3 tablespoons. Oh, you used what was in here.
Yeah.
Mom, that was the old one. You were supposed to use the new one. She's the old coriander seeds. That's okay. We're the ones eating it, not you guys. Just make sure you use new coriander seeds so that it's delicious. And we're going to actually make sure that we grind these completely smooth. And during the time that we are waiting for the chicken, and of course we keep it covered and we keep it at medium-high heat here and completely covered for that 15-minute increment. Great work, Tita. Great work. And you can feed someone, that means at $1.50, that means you can feed someone for an entire year for just $540. Just $540. Pretty incredible. And the best kind of gift that you can give is one where you have a monthly donation so that every month, I know I'm going to feed this many people. I could feed someone, 90 meals. I could feed 90 people for just $135 a month. Pretty incredible. And Penny Peel USA is blessed to have distributed these, like I said, kind of throughout the Middle East, Africa, Asia, but also right here in the United States. So some of these food packs go to hunger-stricken and food insecure Americans. I don't know if you guys know this, but with the pandemic, now there are millions of children, over 10 million children are food insecure right here in the United States. That means they don't have assurance that they're going to have their next meal. So by doing this, you are literally helping children and families know where their next meal is coming from. Pretty incredible. And what's so cool too is that they're tailor-made. All these food packs are tailor-made to the country that they're being distributed in. So for example, if you're distributing in India, that would be tailor-made with the lentils and chickpeas and basmati rice and the different sauces that they like to enjoy. If it's in Syria, for example, it's going to be rice, white sugar, sunflower oil, spaghetti, salt, lentils, bulgur wheat, tomato paste, canned meat, and some black tea, so that each family gets what's culturally appropriate to them. So subhanAllah, we're not gonna touch it too much, right, Tita? I saw you over here trying to mess.
كان عالي شوية.
عالي؟ حطيناه نزلين من medium high لإيه؟ medium low.
Yeah.
Medium. حط على medium ولا إيه؟ She reduced it. لا ولا إيه؟
خلاص ما عايز. شوية صغيرين.
طيب. She's gonna add a little bit of cilantro here. She's doing a little game day change.
A little bit.
A little bit. شوية. Yes, let's do it. How much is that?
Just
Like
spoon.
one tablespoon?
Yeah.
1 tablespoon of fresh cilantro. I was going to call it coriander. Very British. So Tita, what do you think about Ramadan and us helping other people eat during this beautiful month that can't eat, Yani? What do you think? Is that important that we help? Yeah.
طبعا, very important.
Yeah.
To help people.
Yeah.
To after Siyam, the whole day.
Yeah.
A good meal, and it's not.
She's
big
taking
meal.
out. She's taking out the stems. Yeah. Even something
small.
Yeah. So that people can feel like they're not hungry and that someone loves them. The Prophet.
Yeah, he وصانا على الجوع.
He told us to worry about our neighbors and to make sure that they are fed. And subhanAllah, now we're living in a globalized society. So our neighbors are here in the United States, but they are also our global neighbors, the people that we are responsible for. That's right, Tita. And you taught me that, Mama, because I remember when we were growing up, you were always making food for people in the masjid. You were always to the bachelors that were at the masjid, but also to all the families too. You made food for families, and you spent your Ramadan in service.
Yeah.
So that
maybe 15 days.
Literally half of our Ramadan, 15 days of our Ramadan were spent feeding other people. And it's that kind of household that helps children understand the importance.
Any day they didn't find anybody
of giving.
They called me.
Exactly. If they didn't have anyone else to cover that day in the community, my parents would be the first people to sign up to do that. So that's really beautiful. This is such a nice gift that you can give your children. If you can start giving like this with your children, if you can show them. And what's so cool about Pineapple USA is that it's transparent. You're going to get reports. You're going to see where your money is going, your hard-earned money, especially during this pandemic. You're going to see where it's going. Yes. Okay, so my mom's adding here 2 teaspoons. I think you can do more, Mom. I think more. Okay, so I think 3 teaspoons. 3 teaspoons. She's like, enough. 3 teaspoons of that ground. Oh man, it smells so good. That ground coriander. I'm weak. I'm so weak. It smells so good. Thanks, Mom's like, you're fine. Okay, now we are going to be using that mortar and pestle. Again, this is while our chicken soup here is boiling and not changing it. She's like, okay, I'll touch it. My mom here is just doing the excellent job here of using the mortar and pestle to pulverize. And this is an important step, right, Mom? Because if you don't do this, the garlic doesn't release its natural oils.
Yeah.
So this is important. Good. And then this half a lemon juice is what we're going to add towards the end. We're going to juice it to make sure that we don't have any seeds. I'm going to use a juicer. I'm going to put this butter back in the fridge. That's true. We're going to keep this butter here because my mom's saying that we're actually going to fry this mixture here before putting in. No, it's okay. I'm going to cut a little bit of it. I have to, so عشان أوريهم.
Yeah.
We're learning how to cook for people. We usually don't use measurements because we're Arab. كويس زي ما هي. ولا تحركيها. Okay, guys, I'm adding about 1.5 tablespoons additional butter. This thing is pretty buttery. And we are adding it to a pan to get ready to fry this garlic and coriander seed mixture. It's right here. I'm going to put it on low heat in my everyday pan made by a Muslim woman. There's also a little wrapper in here. Please don't be like me. Please try to be better. It's so gross. Literally about to kill my family with some toxic stuff. We're starting to melt it now. There's about 5 more minutes left on the soup. Now, mommy?
كل واحد يعمل لو عايز ممكن زيت زيتون.
Yeah. No.
يعني
no. Are we making Egyptian ملوخية or are we making مغشوشة ملوخية؟
لا
ملوخية كده وكده ولا ملوخية مصرية؟ بس. Okay, we're making Egyptian ملوخية. Butter. Hi, butter. That's what we do. That's our people. We're buttery. We are delicious. Okay, Mom, that's like just slowly, but we're not gonna slowly, صح? Slowly, because exactly. We still have 5 minutes on the soup, and what I'm gonna just do right now is أقلبها, صح? Okay, so don't worry, she said. Thanks, Tita. So I was just gonna say that you can do this kind of amazing service this Ramadan with your children, especially in one where there's a pandemic, it's COVID, it's hard to get your kids out. Maybe to do the traditional service projects that we would do, like going to the masajid and feeding people, because obviously a lot of the masajid are in very, very limited capacity right now. You can do a food packet with them. You can have them do a little lemonade stand outside to even raise money for this. You can have them do a project for their local Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts. We would love that, so that the kids understand how incredible their small bits of like energy and the $40 or the $45 that they collect could actually feed another human being. $1.50 can feed someone a meal. $1.50, less than $2. We have no excuse. We just have to help people. And what's so cool about the Feed Our World program is that it helps countries throughout the world, but right here again, like I said, in the United States, Lebanon, Malawi, Zimbabwe, South Africa, Yemen, the Central African Republic, Bangladesh, Cameroon, Syria, Pakistan, India, Palestine, Sudan, and Somalia. Thank you, Mom. She reminds us of the prophetic tradition, the hadith of the Rasul ﷺ, that someone's wealth is never decreased when they give in the way of God. You will never, ever see a decrease in your life, whether it be an increase in your wealth, a decrease in your sickness, exactly, the protection of your children, the protection of calamity from your family, the blessing of your home, the meeting of all your needs. Let's help meet other people's needs so that God can meet your needs. There might be something that's in the deepest recesses of your heart, inside of your heart, that you really want, that you're asking God for. Make sure that you give in this sadaqah, give in charity, and then ask for that from a place of beauty, from a place of feeling like I'm down, God. I feel down and out, but I'm still giving in this place of weakness because I know that you can only multiply for me all of the blessings through this because of your promise that you will only increase me when I give in your way, even when it's difficult for me, and especially, in fact, when it's difficult for me. That's why we know that the dua of someone who is in difficulty is heard. The dua of the oppressed is heard. The dua of the musafir, the person who is traveling, is heard. So it's under stress. The person who's under stress, that's the person's prayer who God is really listening to. And of course, the person who is fasting, the dua of the individual who is fasting. Imagine you're feeding people and they are making dua for you as you're feeding them, as they're breaking their fast. Incredible. Yes, this is the defrosted in of some. We had here like some water here. We defrosted that pack of mulukhiyah. We're now going to put it in. Yes, yeah, into our bowl with no water, right? From that pack. Again, this is the original pack here. So you want the minced jute plant. I like Montana. Do you like this one? Yeah, me too. I like this brand the best. Straight from the Egyptians' kitchen. Thank you so much. Tita, we love it. Tita is the Arabic word for grandma. I call her that around the kids. I like to call my husband Baba too. So the kids actually call us that. I don't want my kids to be like, Hager. Yasmin. Okay, we're adding our chopped cilantro. Shukran, Mama. We're adding our chopped cilantro here. Alhamdulillah. Thanks. Excellent, Tita. Excellent. Now what?
وممكن نحط معلقة توم يعني واحدة, just one.
Okay, so the rest of this we're going to be frying, right? Our mixture, we had here 3 teaspoons of ground coriander. We had about 6 cloves of garlic. We're going to add from this 1 teaspoon of this mixture into here.
Yeah, it has to be
yes. Thank you.
Okay, and
mix. And nice work, Tita. I love it, girl. Yeah, girl. Yeah, girl.
I hope you like it.
I hope you like it. You're making it.
Me and you.
So if it's bad, it's your fault.
We share your idea with my idea.
That's true. That's actually true. We're kind of combining the two. I'm just picking up here the lost coriander pieces. The lost coriander pieces. It's the traveling rescue mission of the lost coriander pieces from the mortar and pestle. I'm just adding them because nothing goes to waste. Can you do that sound again, Mama? That's my favorite sound you make. Do it again, please.
I'm sorry.
She's like, I don't perform for you. It's only authentic over here. She doesn't act. I want to hear that sound again so bad.
مين اللي غناها انت؟
انت غنيتيها.
بجد؟
Yeah, you went yee because I was going like this.
Yes. دي مش أغنية.
It's not أغنية. مين قالك أغنية?
You said song.
I know. I said, can you say that again?
Say sorry.
Okay, so we're right here, guys, at the 15-minute mark with our chicken soup. Let's go take a look at it. Can I take a look at it, Tika? And as you see here, that butter that we had on low heat is just now bubbling, ready for our frying of the coriander and garlic mixture with a little bit of salt. Here it is. Oh, this looks good, Tita. This looks good. ريحتها جميلة. إن شاء الله. Smells so good. نحط ملح دلوقتي. نحط ملح دلوقتي. She's like, can you get away from me? She's gonna do something. Okay, here we go. Up. Mama, that was a little bit too much tasting, Tita. Okay, guys, we're gonna add in it. What? No. What do you think? Half a teaspoon?
Yes.
Like this?
No.
Like this? Half a teaspoon.
Yes.
Okay, guys, adding half a teaspoon of salt into our. Come on. Okay. Adding half a teaspoon of salt. بعدين ممكن نزود عليه لو عايزين في الآخر, okay? بعد يعني في الآخر خالص. Okay, guys. Now we have to drain the soup, but for a second, Mom, you want to start doing this?
لا أنت درينت وبعدين.
Okay. So I'm gonna get you a bowl.
هنا.
Oh yeah, that's right. I like that bowl. Here comes that white bowl, big bowl.
You have to put everything together.
My mom's like, put everything away. Okay. She's very tidy. Okay.
عشان انت قلتي بالمرة أحسن.
أيوة.
قبل ما تتقلي جين تساعديني أنا أحط أنا أصفي.
So as right now, as we are frying the garlic and coriander mixture, coriander seed that's been grinded up here in our grinder, we are now in that tablespoon and a half of butter. We're frying it. And of course, key here is not to burn it.
Yeah.
Do not burn. Exactly. It will become very bitter if you burn your garlic. Okay, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Here we go. She's taking. Here she is. And you see, straining the chicken soup that we made. That looks awesome, Tita. Now I am moving this so that it doesn't burn. No, out of gum chicken. I like to actually broil my chicken, so we're gonna save that for iftar time, guys. This chicken that's left, I like to broil it at the end. This is actually skinless, even though Egyptians don't like that. It's just healthier. So I did chicken. This is the skinless chicken here. As you can see, she's removing it, and then she is doing the extra bit of straining. So don't throw your chicken into the strainer or you're going to get a big mess. Take it easy. Be a pro like my mom. Okay? This is on low. So you can put it on. Mm-hmm. So my mom has now put this on about medium heat. We have this going. This whole thing? Oh, hot scraper. There you go. So my mom is using a spatula here to add the molokhia and cilantro. Make sure it also had 1 teaspoon of the garlic coriander that we have frying over here. Okay. This is enough that it's brown. Enough browning. Okay. Thank you. There we go. أنا بحب أتعب نفسي معاكي على فكرة. While my mom is doing this, I just want to talk about how important this Feed Our World program is. My hope is that you guys enjoy this entire experience. But that you're making sure to give.
We have to put يعني شوي شوي.
Okay, we got to do it slowly. كويس؟ خفيف.
عشان نشوف ماما
because we have to check out the consistency. Yeah, I just want to talk about really quickly about this Feed Our World program, how important it is that we're enjoying this experience of making food together, but that we don't forget why we're here. We're here to try to help other people not have to worry about where their next meal is coming from. Again, if we could just remember that the food packs are, they feed, one food pack can feed 5 to 6 individuals, and you can make any amount of donation to pausa.org/telethon. And subhanAllah, no amount of donation is small. At $1.50 a meal, nothing that you give is insignificant. Nothing that you give is insignificant. But if you give monthly, that way you give people food security. They know where their food is coming. That's why the monthly donations are important. They're important because that way a family knows where their food is coming from. Imagine not knowing. Imagine not knowing whether or not you're going to be eating that week. How about next month? Let's fill that need, guys. Let's make sure that no family has to go choosing which kid is going to eat and which kid isn't. We can do this together, right?
Yeah. لما يبتدي ماما
Mom's like, yeah, back to the ملوخية. When it starts, she's been stirring here the whole time. Yes, go ahead, Tita.
When يعني boiling, you have to turn it off.
Okay, oh yeah, exactly. And the reason it's important, guys, when it starts boiling to turn it off is because it will separate. Your jute plant will separate from your soup. I've done this so many times. I made that mistake. So just make sure that doesn't boil out of, into a large boil. It can't be in a rolling boil.
شفت الماء كويس كده. يعني it's good.
Yes, this is good about good consistency, soupy consistency for Egyptian style ملوخية. So how much of the soup would you say that we put in, Tita?
يمكن 3 cups.
3 cups. Okay. Yeah. So do 3.5 cups, or start with 3 and see what your consistency looks like. And then you can go from there. And again, we have now additional soup that we can use for later. This chicken broth is so hearty and delicious and can be used for a million different things. I sometimes just give my kids this with a little bit of macaroni inside of it, for example, or vegetables. And they love it. They call it shorba bida, which means white soup and light soup. And then here is, which my mom basically just increased the temperature one more time here to just get this nice and bubbly, because we want to hear the we're going to hear a sizzle. And so to hear that sizzle, this has to be reheated. She's just watching. She's watching to make sure that it doesn't go into a rolling boil. Yeah. Okay, Tita, I think we're good.
Yeah.
We're ready.
Yes,
here we go. This is the ultimate. This is the test. Ready? Tita?
Yes.
Here we go. Bismillah.
Bismillah. We have to smile when we put that.
You have to smile when you put the sizzling in there?
Yeah.
Hear that, guys? Sizzle. Nice work, Tita.
This is it.
That's it. We're done. Molokhia again, and your chicken. Here, your boiled chicken. The best thing, in my opinion, is to put it in the broiler. Yes. And we're gonna put in the lemon here. Now. Half a lemon. Beautiful. Done. Hey, Tita.
Oh.
You're amazing.
Shukran.
Thank you for doing. Thank you, amazing special guest. So she's saying, I hope that you enjoy your meal. Bon appetit in Arabic. My sincerest dua is that your Ramadan is blessed. It's full of exceptional giving. an exceptional blessing through that gift. We appreciate you watching our whole series. This is amazing. I hope you can enjoy all of the deliciousness at home. Check out all the people that we got to meet throughout today. Amazing comedians that you didn't know were chefs that were also law professors. Amir Zahra, man, mashallah, amazing. One of the most interesting people I've ever met, Nadia from Journey to Table, making chicken karai, so good, so good. Sifta.safar with our friend Amjad, the Yemeni luhuh, the beautiful bread, and I definitely ate that with the chicken. And then finally, mashallah, exactly, my mom was watching me do that. And then finally, our wonderful woman Amina with Meals with Amina. Check her out, where we made that delicious pink pasta. It was so good. My family loved it. Blush pasta. It was really good, right?
MashaAllah, yesterday.
It was so good, right?
It's very good.
See? And then chicken karai. How was that chicken karai? Come on. And the steak.
Wow.
And the luhuh.
Everything, mashallah.
We love you all.
Jazakallah khair.
Jazakumullah kull khair. Mama, any parting wishes for everybody?
جزاك الله خير.
Yes.
وفي ميزان حسناتكم يا رب في الجنة يا رب.
Inshallah. She's saying, may your scales be heavy. Inshallah, may you enter into the highest garden, into Jannah, into heaven, through your kindness, your gifts, and your sacrifice this Ramadan. May all of your fasts be accepted. I love you all. Remember, your small change makes a huge difference, not just a big difference, a huge difference. Don't leave today without giving. However small it is, however much you can give, make sure that you help someone else feel full this Ramadan like you feel full. Love you all. Salam alaikum. Bye. Ramadan Kareem.
2020 turned our world at Penny Appeal USA upside down, just like it did for so many organizations and families. And though it looked different, you helped us ask the same question that we always do. How can we help? And together, we found ways to make a big difference in uncertain times. When the joy of Ramadan was at stake, we zoomed to the rescue and reminded each other that a little love goes a long way. When our neighbors were in need, we rallied together, helping families impacted by COVID-19. A lot of times it felt like small things, but then your messages poured in. You reminded us that a little love goes a long way. When the world was burning, starving, crying, freezing, fighting, you shared a little love, and then a little more, and then that love piled on to everyone else's love, and it went a long way. This year, your love went a very long way.